Yeah, so there's a little slideshow at the bottom to
Nice.
keep you up to date with who the teams are. Pick your
What a
favourite.
place to
It's like
park
the
your
Grand
car.
National. Pick one that you like the colour of,
Mel.
and we'll see how they get on.
Nice
I'll
one.
give you a little clue. I'll give you a little clue though. Szymanski is not too shabby. He's leading the way, and where is the other driver for?
How's our pit box here?
No, I just stopped.
Baggy's
Ah,
team. Ah, okay, because I got confused with that.
Great job, Chris.
Who is on with
P4.
Baggy again? I should.
Ah, we got pipped.
Who is it? Sorry.
hmm
AJ.
Bastardo.
No, AJ's away on holiday.
Somebody got exactly the same time
AJ's
though,
not
It
racing
said
this
Alex Phillips.
and you still got a quick.
round. Is that who's down?
Oh,
as his
P5
teammate?
got
Alright,
exactly
okay,
the
so
same time as us.
Yeah, I thought that needed updated. Okay, so
And
I
look
don't
at
know who that
how your
is. So we'll
sector
get
2
back to
times
that.
are
But
the
anyway,
same,
who is
but
everybody
6-2 instead
here
of
to cheer
2-6.
on in the chat? Who we here to see? Who do we think's going to do well? All the
Oh,
teams
Johannes Weiss.
seem to have set their lap times. Bernardo is still on track. Nope, he's come to a stop. Bentley in the background, he's come to a stop as well. Pesca. Oh, there we go.
That was
yeah,
so
everyone
clever,
has
putting wet tires on. There was no rain, nowhere, not dropping.
I bet they're miles ahead now as well, aren't they?
Yeah, but now it's
Jesus,
full course
Paul
yellow.
was a 59.0
Do that and that. There we go.
in the Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Goodness me. Do you think I'd never
Oh,
done this?
no way.
Well,
Ferrari.
we've just gone past the timetable as well.
Fuck
There we
off.
go, Bailey. It's all going the way
Just
of
want to
the
do
air
a quick
for the
check
big
of
one.
strategies.
It's
Check that's
Szymanski,
like it's all got
Camelio and
used current
Alvarez. The
pressures,
Ferrari who topped the time with
Yep.
fresh boots, fuel,
1:59.052.
same
half
brake
a
pads.
tenth ahead.
Yep, I've even got a wet one on
Of
that's
Aston
27 psi.
Martins. It's actually, if you have a look at the purple sectors there as well,
I'm leaving it with
not a
90
single purple
litres,
sector
and
from the pole
it
sitters.
won't be. It's no way I'm
Just
putting
shows you
extra clicks on if I
consistency
need
around
it.
the lap. Lexus
Yeah.
claiming sector 2, and an Aston Martin claiming sector 1 and 3. Having a quick run down, you could definitely pick out your favourites in there. We can see identical times from the drivers in 19th and 20th. They're still
Bit
within a
nervous.
second
Mm.
of pole position. That's the top 20 drivers within 1 second of pole position.
Wow.
We see the whole field separated by 5.2 seconds. And the slowest time there 2 minutes 4, which is actually somewhere in the region of the type of lap times that I set.
But it's a good thing that
So
you're
Sarah
surrounded by
Lockwood, you can
Aston, so you're all going to
expect
bog down at the
excellent
start
camera
together.
time. David, friend,
Apart from the
2 minutes
Lexus
2
next
though.
to us.
2 minutes 1 seems to be about the average.
Yeah.
There.
And
A
there's
lot
two
of
I think
cars
we get the
in
outside as well,
the
don't we,
2
as an even number?
minutes. The
Dunno.
Aston Martin, there is a lot of them. So
This
you would
is
expect
Ben
them to be
Henderson, yeah, or
dominating the
B
field.
Henderson.
And we can see
He's driving
a
on his
lot of
own.
the Astons and the Bentleys up in the top
Benderson?
10 there, but my beloved
Oh, he's at the back
Ferrari
anyway.
leading the way.
And he's got massive ping bar on him,
Let's
so we'll
get
avoid
back
him.
to that. There we go. And we'll go to there. So who have we got? Hey, Mr. 9K from
It says
UK.
there's 51 in
How are
for a
you?
minute.
Is that one of my favourite Scots people? I should certainly hope so.
I
Do you
bet
know
some
anyone
people
like?
joined and got
There's
it
only
fucking
3 of
wrong,
us.
didn't they?
Well, no one or another.
Yes.
All milk cows
'Cause you
out the back to get a cup of tea in the morning. That was a bit Yorkshire.
Maybe that happened.
But yeah, who you cheering on, Mr. 9K from UK? How are you getting on? Have you been streaming today? What have you been up to? You
Yeah,
getting
because
ready?
there's a 102, a 103, and a
Getting ready
104.
for 3 hours.
But they're all
mate.
in different cars,
We
so
have
maybe
got
not.
3
There's a
hours.
101.
And how many cars did we
Who
actually
knows?
get on the grid? 44.
Oi.
Yeah, a couple of problems with the connections, like I say.
Oh.
Server issues, always fun. But it is
So, Mike, you've got
Szymanski that's
middle
going to lead the
stint.
way in
Yep.
Ferrari for Team SOP. So again,
And then it's
Bailey,
all yours to lose now.
that's not too bad.
Which means it's not Mike's to
considering,
lose.
SOP 1 year old
No.
starts an endurance event, and it
You'll
is
keep it, though.
an SOP team,
P1.
3-man team no less, that is on the front row of the grid.
Yeah,
with
sure,
a
get it
very
into
quick
P1.
time. Not too bad at all.
2
my
laps
friend.
ahead of everybody, and I'll bring it home.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, definitely enjoying that. So give us your thoughts on the race then, Bailey. It is a long one. It's 3 hours. We've got, as you say, mandatory driver swaps. We've got 2- and 3-man
Oh,
teams
shit. Make sure I've
and
got
a
100 litres.
65-minute stint timer. So what do you think? Who do you think is going to benefit from the driver stint, the 2-man or the 3-man teams?
Fresh set of boot.
Yeah, given the drivers have got to do
Yep.
stint
The
time.
grid is live. You can see our car there on the broadcast on the left.
Yeah, so
No,
it's
I'm not
31
too sure
degrees.
what advantage a three.
I'm going to leave the pressures as they are.
As a two-man team, I
I'm not
guess
going to be
you'd
pushing for
have
hot lap.
double the experience maybe of track and racing. So one driver will
Okay,
have
so
more
they're gonna let
experience
the
than
race go
other.
to the full 24 hours.
And
Safety
so
car at the
say
moment.
driver one goes
Safety car will come
first,
in and then
swaps
they'll
to
drive
driver
to
two,
the
and
end.
then
Yeah, I
driver one
suppose the
goes
safety
back
car
into
give
the
everyone a
final
chance to come in and
split.
change if they have to, don't they?
Does that mean that he
a
will
chance to
have
catch
the
up.
basic knowledge of the track?
You must see how many cars
circuit,
came
or
off
how
the
the
track.
cars
It
in
was
hand
just
will have?
like one of
Then the
those.
three-man
flaming.
team will
Yeah.
basically have three, we'll call them rookies of the track.
What are you
going
watching?
for
24 hours of Spa,
But then it is a fresh driver, someone that's not been tired, someone's
real life.
ready to go. Maybe if you've waiting for that split, the final split, say what we'll call it 6 o'clock anyway. But yeah, 6 p.m. Will they be?
I think at Spa,
It's a good question.
Yeah, I think as well with
I
the
can
stint
do
timer,
the
because they've only
hour
got two
without
drivers,
refueling.
Yes,
pretty
Yes,
much
you
means
can.
they get a free
108
pit stop
liters, I
without
think,
having
what the
to
car takes.
I see.
do a
Yeah, and
driver
it's like
swap as
102
well, but,
liters.
that's
Yeah.
certainly been negated in the amount of time it takes
It's
to change
very, very,
tyres and
very
take on more
close.
fuel.
Yes.
So yeah, I think what you're saying is definitely spot on. Having someone go out stint one
I
and stint
just
three,
need to
they
check
do have
if
the knowledge
it's
of
a
the track,
mandatory
have got
pit stop or
themselves
not.
into the groove, so to speak.
They always have a
What
mandatory pit
TCR?
stop.
1 minute.
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah,
if I
Right.
just
and it'll be
Nice
tyres as well. Mandatory
toasty
tyres.
So you
it
might as
has
well
to be
run-
tyres, yeah.
So you might as well
they'll
just
definitely
run
be
half
changing
fuel.
tyres.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at that and that. Make sure
Like
that's
70-70 or
that's
something
right.
like that. Because obviously
who
you don't
have
want to
we got
run
in
the
the
Porsche
chat then?
totally empty, but
Brizzle, how we doing? That was a good
Yeah.
race last night. Yeah, it was indeed. It was indeed. Hi, David. I promise I won't argue with Bailey today. I have
what's your
two
left hand
cars
like?
out there, 777 and
221s.
David.
That's alright.
Hi to David as well, though. For the RGT
I'm
chat,
struggling a little bit with lift
racer
of
in the house. How we
understeer.
doing, bud? Welcome
Understeer.
along, welcome along.
Different in the
MSX
Porsche.
is in the chat as well, and somebody called SOP Curly Red. He sounds like a
Yes.
nefarious sort.
What's your front splitter?
I'm looking.
2.
Where is
Try
Team
3.
Racing EU?
Ooh, 50 seconds.
Let me just double check. I don't know the numbers off
luck,
by
Chris.
heart, but
You got fuel?
You
I
got a
know they're in a blue logo, blue livery.
I need a pre-race
Pretty
poo.
sure, because
You got fuel, you got tyres.
So obviously there's Crazy Fly.
Right, Ben.
Crazy EU. If you know the car
Man.
number.
30 seconds.
Yeah, should we start from the pit to make it challenging?
Yeah.
Is
Don't
it
say
Crazy
that.
Fly you mean, sorry, or is there, yeah, because there's two Crazy Fly cars.
Nah, just speed in the pits, that's all you need to do.
Or press the
Crown.
pit limit button to change your camera view. That helps.
Let me get your
Yeah. I don't know actually. I can't see
Some hub.
Crazy EU on the Spotter's Guide. I did feel like I say there's two Crazy Fly.
Are we
racing teams.
maximising the 65 minutes
Both
as well?
in Aston Martins.
see how it goes.
But
Obviously
no
we want to
Crazy
try and get
EU.
a clear-ish pit entry
Let's
because
have a look,
it gets
Charlie.
rammed,
Where is
doesn't it?
Baggy and AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ's not racing. AJ's actually on holiday.
If old Baggy's in the chat, let us know. Maybe he'll know, or if
Yeah, because the Spotter's Guide does say Bagnall and Phillips, and just
it
now
does, yeah.
Bagnall isn't on the list.
Wow,
so it
safety
means
cars
that
come
his
in, you
teammate
can't
is
see
in the car.
anything.
So whoever it is that's taken,
I
unless they're
see.
not
Well,
racing today, because I can't
try-
see his car.
No, they're definitely racing.
Well, let's have a
Surely.
look down the liveries anyway, as we do.
That's it there, isn't it?
Nope. No, it's
It'll be on-
it's a green car. Oh,
Yeah.
is that in the background? Yeah, I know what it looks like.
P42.
P42. Nope.
Try it. No. Someone said P42. Maybe that was for someone else. Oh, P Owen or Erdogan. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Well, there's Clifford. Where did he start? 25th. If Team RTS get into the top 10, I get Jixer in here for an interview after the race. Right, yeah, I cannot see Baggy's car.
Withdrawn from opening round.
Oh, right, okay. So no sign of Baggy then. Oh well, that's a big loss.
It's over 9,000
It
RPM.
said
my boy
teleported.
in P35.
Because it thought I was on the bridge part.
Giving him some screen time.
P35. Alan Andrews. Oh, the ISMC. That's a nice livery, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a nice little. It's a nice livery. Braden Henderson. ISMC car 742. And yeah, some of the liveries really are absolutely spot on. Where's the one I'm looking for? There it is. I like that one with the octopus. And there's actually side by side with his teammate there, Creative Aves, both qualifying in
Wasting
the
our
top
pistons,
10.
Chris.
That's
You what?
pretty handy.
You're wasting our
placement.
pistons there,
And
revving like
there's
that.
the SOP guys up at the front.
Yeah, very true. Remind me to put it in map 1 when we get near the start.
Opening round, home school. Pole time was 1 minute 59.052. So it was very top 20 drivers were all within 0.999 of pole position. So yeah, very quick, very quick indeed.
Oh, there's a bit of ping flicking here.
Hard
Yeah,
to
it's
watch
mad,
and play
isn't
at
it?
the same time. Indeed it is.
Oh,
Pink
P1.
Ferrari.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
P1, yeah.
150.
The pink Ferrari. We are
Very,
being
very
beaten
quick.
by a
Nice
pink
Mansell's
Ferrari.
livery not loaded properly. I've just noticed that it's just plain
I
pink.
noticed that as well.
Oh, my pressures
It
are so
wasn't
low.
whoa, he fell over then. It wasn't the SOP livery.
Yeah, that's
It's
a bit
just
weird.
pink.
Why is it not showing up properly?
That's not
Did
the
they
right
respond
colour
on the
that
pink
it was.
story, Mike?
All right,
Did they?
okay.
They
That's
respond
maybe
on the
base
ping.
colour that he used. So
No.
if he's
And then the black's on top. you
everything
think,
goes
yeah.
on top and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I
Oh,
know.
shit.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time.
Ah, okay.
Liveries.
Map
Oh,
1,
liveries.
Chris.
Honestly,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people
Done.
really need to sort themselves out. It's going to be a huge grid.
Turbo
Let's
boost
check on
on.
another SOP driver. 23rd. How's the Macca looking? The
Don't forget to
Macca
hit the
is
nos.
looking fabby, so he did get
Yeah.
that to load, right? Okay.
And
Good
good
luck.
luck, mate. Watch
Okay.
that first corner.
Yeah,
feel
you don't have to keep an
absolved.
eye out in front, but if you could watch around us.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
go
on board with
that.
the
Here
Lexus.
we go. 3 hours, 40.
Just trying to get a vantage point that's behind you.
We've got at least 108 drivers. There is the finish line. We'll be seeing you
The
in a
second
while.
line, isn't it?
It is the
The
second line.
line.
So the checkered
It's
line
not
is
the
the
first.
finish, and there should be a twin red and white line. Oh no! Oh, there
So
we go.
that's
They've
the
got a
first
fancy
one.
one, and there we go. Go
There's
green
the
light.
second one.
Oh, car 117 instantly with a
Lexus.
penalty, so that's much further down the field, but Szymanski cruises off. It's going to be a pretty quiet opening lap, you would feel. 3 hours to go. Nobody's going to take any chances, he says, with a battle straight away for third and fourth. Forget what I just said about them taking it easy. They're going to go 5 wide into the anti-bant curves. Yeah, why not? A Sunday afternoon, go for it. It's better than watching EastEnders, I'll tell you that. Here we go then.
Good
We're
job.
having a couple of little connection issues there, a little bit of crabbing, but that's to be expected when you've got so many cars in. I'll tell you what, the Lexus, a Butler Pal Motorsport, he is holding that line beautifully. The Aston Martin trying to look on the outside. That notification, I really need to learn to turn them down. That's a bit high-pitched in my poor little eardrums. And I've just realised that you poor people at home don't have game sound yet. And there you do it, you've got game sound now. I do apologise. I'm a bit slow on the uptake sometimes. Looking very clean and quick at the moment. The timing boards are going to bounce all over the place at the moment as we get through Sector 1. We've got car 66 in the pits. That's Eric Albright. Not sure what's happened there. He shouldn't be. Oh, the hairpin of destiny. I was seeing moves in the background. What are? Oh, yep. Creative Aves then is defending against Butler. I think that is behind. That is Butler Pal. Car number 2 for Butler Pal. That is their Bentley. They've got a Lexus on it today, not the Lamborghini, but definitely the Bentley and the Lexus, and one more car as well. Yeah, I really should have not tried so hard to
That's
remember
his first
every
track
single
limit,
one of
Hillebrand.
these. But on Helicam, though, Szymanski is still in
I'm just
the
trying to
lead.
avoid the
What
curbs while
we've
they-
got over
Mhm.
Ivan,
Pressures
who
are still
is
in the
defending
26s.
very vigorously versus Gorka, who's trying to force a move. See if his opponent will defend. Oh, has a bit of snap oversteer on the way out. 130R coming in the final hairpin. Chicane, sorry, I always call that a hairpin.
If I keep it
Vickers,
clean, I can get into
Hildebrand,
the high 220s.
Wilmot following suit. There's
That's right.
Kids, yeah. And that is a new name, Kwiatkowski. Oh, yeah, not going to give that one another practice later. Christian Stock in 10th. Haskell has got Piraka all over the back of him then from Mediasom Esports. Oh, that's a standard livery. That's why I don't recognise that one. Oh, into turn 1.
Is it ping for you as well, Nas?
Both cars
Terrible,
crashing a little
terrible.
bit
I'm
there,
watching
so
from the top of
connection there
Chris's
at the
car,
back
so
seems to have
you can see if anything's
slight
happening in the
bit of
front.
connection issue at the minute.
And it's just,
Let's have a
if I
look
carry
at
on watching, I'll
here.
probably catch an
21st
epileptic fit
position,
just now.
then it's Umbanger onto
Someone's got to
Nawalski.
drive through.
Some cracking
Yeah.
handles to get
Yeah, I'm behind with the.
ourselves around here. Clifford up to 17th then. Go on, Kieran, he's up 8 places already. Well done. It's
I'm on
still
board with the
very close.
Lexus.
This has been a great start. It's a 3-hour race, Bailey. I thought it was going to be a bit of a slow burner to start with, but
There's the
drivers
first warning.
are definitely not holding
Yeah,
back when
there's your
opportunities
second.
are presenting
Yeah,
themselves.
probably.
And some very,
Did you get
very,
two?
very quick
Yeah.
opening laps. Early doors.
But
Yes,
Do you
exactly
cut
what I
tracks or
expected.
just,
Cars jostling for
Nope,
positions
2
straight
cut
off
tracks.
the line.
We're
We're starting to
So not
see
2 warnings.
the 3-hour timer tick down. Only 4 minutes.
2 track cut warnings.
And
2 track cut
already there's a
warnings.
line forming to overtake. And who is that in the lead of this queue here?
Atkins in the Aston Martin.
Yeah, so we got one car that is driving probably at his complete max, trying to hold off all these cars behind. Doing his best, definitely.
And it was going so well.
Really is, and that is a solid group of cars he's got behind him. That is
long way to go.
very well known to me. Kieran Clifford in the RTS car. He's following right behind. He will look for the cleanest and safest way past it. You bet. But you can see that long line of cars there in the background, so still very close. That's from 16th down through to 27th, 28th, with the guys down at 34th. Still on that straight as well, so they're all very close. Szymanski, that's him finished. Lap 1, well, it's only 2 laps in. Even off, still defending against Gorka. These two are going to have a great little battle by the look of it. And this bunch in the background here. Vickers has made it up a place, and so has Hildebrand. Wilmot
Yellow flag in
still
the final
keeping very
second.
close. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Oh, bit of contact there, it looks like. Sorry, I jumped in. My coffee machine just kicked into life. It's Umbarger, sorry. And the racing sim tools. He had a yellow flag on him there, and Massoum has come into the pits. He has driven into the pits, the flat out racing driver in the Ferrari. So that is an early pit stop then. That is quite the interesting strategy. Szymanski even off in Gorka, still in the lead. Let's have a look and see.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. This battle here we can see through the hairpin. Still very close. We're talking about this is the exit to the Degnas then. The Movsky and Sarapina. They're trying to close the gap. Oh, all getting. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Oof, then he's facing the wrong way. Oh, and a lot of drivers have tried to get themselves out of the way of that. And that has caused a massive concertina effect. A bit of crabbing there with a connection issue, unfortunately.
Final warning for cutting the
but
track.
yeah, that's 5 or 6 drivers.
Not really.
Only 6 minutes in.
Although they're already in sector 3.
Oh shit, might get it now.
So it shouldn't be too long of a drag. Let's see how many of them actually survived there. Matt Cooper did get through for Metalhead Racing. And that's Philip Owen, Team Racing EU. So there we go. Sorry, Team Racing EU, someone was asking about earlier. Yeah, Paul Andrew Owen, there he is there in 29th. He looked like he got caught up.
They stopped fighting me so I can catch P3. Oh shit, there's a back marker coming out the pits. This is going to be interesting.
Through, so did Jeffrey, Harter and Bernaldo. Oh, and we've got another car down on the exit to 130R. Car number 74. Oof. So they're dropping like flies. We did see the race last night in Suzuka. Turn 1 seemed to be a bit of a nemesis. That wasn't Kieran that dropped it, was it? No. No way.
I think that was a ploy by the leader, because the Ferrari been.
Is there a car 74? I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is. Ben Crooks, and there he is coming at the pit. Seawheel from Net Racing.
Oh, and he's not moving up the way.
I recognise the livery once again, so there we go. 130R, definitely not a corner to be under or overestimated. Oh, up the inside. I'll tell you, that's Gorka. Oh, is that a back marker, or was that Chris Vickers getting involved? Oh, got contact there with Ferrari. Into the hairpin then. That's Massoum back out the pits. Getting back involved. So he's getting blue flagged at the minute. The Ferrari we see in the rear there, it is actually Vickers and Hildebrand that are still battling away. Massoum's come out of the pits. He is, at the moment, yeah, there he is there. He's in 44th at the moment, so he is quick, but he's out of position.
This Ferrari's a
Taking
pingmeister.
that pit stop, and he finds himself right in the middle of the battle for top 10 positions.
We outqualified the
Wilmots. That
Wilmots.
slipstream, I'm absolutely sure, and so is Kezia. So it's going to be all kinds of fun and games going into 130R this time. As long as everyone can judge the slipstream, this is going to do them all the world of good. Massoum, as you can see, closing the gap there. Aston Martin ahead of him. Oh no, sorry, is that a Lexus? Oh no, it's Vickers we're on board with. Sorry, I do apologise. Vickers in the Aston Martin
off.
there. He did
I'll
get
tell
the
you where he
best engine.
qualified.
Now, as we can see, Massoum, as I said, he is very quick because he's pitted. He's massively out of position. He's easily going to be able to keep up with these
P18.
guys, and again, he's giving slipstream to the chasing pack behind as well. So all it's doing is closing this right up as they come into turn 1. We saw quite a few drivers fall foul of this corner last night. Oh, and I tell you what, the Lexus of Hildebrand then, he's had an unforced error, and Gorka, yeah, he's dropped him well behind then. So Hildebrand, he's made himself a mistake through the first turn. We were just talking about, yeah, problems with that last night for the console drivers, and early doors in the endurance race today is proven to be the same. Hildebrand in the Lexus dropping back. He's going to have to put in a lot of effort now to shake off this chasing pack. Massoum getting flashed there from Grant Wilmot, who is keen to get through, but it is a very, very close pack. But even off in Gorka then, they're still very close coming in the hairpin. I thought Gorka might have been close to try something through the hairpin, but not on this occasion. Massoum and Wilmot closing up. Wilmot trying to get up the inside.
For the first 10 minutes, John, this is a fairly close pack.
Like he wants to let Wilmot through, but he doesn't.
Spun in the first sector, I believe.
Yeah.
But looks like.
And it doesn't matter if you've got pace to keep up. You're a back marker. Get out the fucking way.
And are we on board? That's Vickers.
That's Wilmot. We're on board.
Don't put yourself in that position in the first place.
He's gone past Massoum, who is back down in 44th.
The battling for second and third is intensifying.
Massoum has jumped back on to the back of this group. He's going to let the whole lot of them through, and he's just going to jump on the slipstream and let them battle it out. Gorka, oofed. Zamansky, 3.4 seconds in the lead, and that's definitely being aided by this battle here between Ivanov and Gorka. And Hildebrand, he may have made a mistake in turn 1, but he's got right back in the contention again. The battle between Ivanov and Gorka aiding that immensely. Chris Vickers, TeamAbby driver, he is just going to try and hang on in there at the moment because Wilmot has got Horvath very, very, very close indeed. And again, the teammates that qualified 9th and 10th for Creative Aves, they find themselves in 8th and 9th. Still right in one another's pockets. Let's have a look and see how the rest of the field are getting on.
Oh, fucking switching about in front.
3 times on the timing board. That's not really much fun. Paul Andrew Owen then.
Yeah, somebody else commented about ping as well.
At the moment, unfortunately, so I can't tell who's been in at the pits and when. We should see a raft of drivers coming in around about the hour into the race, Mark. Although there's Henderson in the McLaren coming in at the moment. Paul Andrew Owen at the back of the pack. There's Ben Crook, so there's been a driver swap for Seawolf. They've gotten their driver in the car out the way. That's the RTS Ferrari.
I don't know how long I can keep this pace up, you know.
Ahead of them. And looking at the timing board, Kieran is above 22nd. So this is Ben looking to unlap himself if possible. Massoum, of course, we saw involved. He's 42nd. Umbarger is back out on track and steadied the ship. He is 41st. Henderson still in the pits in 40th, and it's Asin Solo driving for the Ayalo Asin Solo of Racing team from Mexico in that stunning Porsche. Let's get some close-ups. Yeah. 39th, Van Esch in the McLaren Dyer Racing. In 37th, there's Gould. We've got Daniel Nunes still in the running as well. Richard Yan for Baba Panda. My daughter would absolutely love that. I'm sure the livery name was Fear the Panda, or something along those lines, the old John Player special. Same livery I've got on my Formula 1 cars on Gran Turismo. So there you go. And he is looking to try and make a move against Paul Namonski, who is looking a bit worse for wear there. I think he might have got caught up in a little bit of argy-bargy that we saw earlier on, carrying a bit of damage. Oh, and there we see the BMW, the lone BMW, making the move on Martin in the Aston Martin. Oh no, so he's still ahead of him, sorry, so that's another back marker he's going past. I recognise that livery, is that? No, it's not Steve Donald. Steve Donald, Mid-Pack Drivers Club's up in the 30th. So who have we got in the black? Luke Sherlock's. Ah, it is Luke Sherlock in that car. It is. The BMW is not who I thought. So yeah, there we go. There's Luke in 33rd. We've got Victor Martin, Steve Donald, Matt Cooper still running as well in the Porsche Metalhead Motorsports. I do like that livery as well. That's pretty cool. We need to get close-ups. Coming into turn 1 again. Probably missing loads of action here, marvelling at these liveries. But turn 1, we could see the Porsche. Gets the slipstream, runs a bit wider, so he's going to take a much tighter line, get the foot down a lot earlier through the exit. Oh, they've both made a pig's ear of that one. Monkey see, monkey do. He's followed them off.
Oh, look at them jumping onto it. Trying to grab positions in the back as well. And who'd got
They're
off
just a little bit
that?
quicker than us up there in the front.
Yeah, I'm not
drivers,
settling into a rhythm at the minute.
Steve Donald, he's made his way through.
Wow.
Yep, Darkside, he's
Car 193, 15-second penalty causing a
also, no
collision.
Car 34.
There's no one I can see on my Delta.
Now they're way down.
Yeah, would have been, yep, so the BMW, no, sorry, not the BMW. There it is there, yep, so the Lexus, it did look a bit forlorn actually, we did say that, he did look a bit forlorn. He is the driver that's picked up
Oh,
the 15-second penalty. Ooh, there's a bit of contact there, the BMW and Aston Martin underneath the bridge. And that is a coming together there. Sherlock and the gang have made it through though. Yeah, and it's Victor Martin that was involved there with the BMW under the bridge. McLaren in the background trying to close ground. We'll have a quick run through the rest of the field because there's action going on right the way through it. We've seen Steve Donald, Hayden Harter. Not sure why his livery hasn't come through either. That car should be seriously pink. But for some reason it's not. We've got Flip Van Phil. Luke Andrews and Bernaldo.
Getting duty at the end of the Spa race.
He is getting very, very close indeed to Schoonfield.
The Ferrari is within a second of the
exit there,
Audi.
Last corner.
Already? Oh, has it dried up? Have they already put wets on, haven't they?
Well, they got punched up because of the safety car again.
Ah, of course.
Bit of Bailey Cam. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Let's do Bailey Cam. Bailey's been busy.
Yeah, flash all you
messages.
want.
Who's been naughty in the chat? Yeah, don't do it, come on. Oh, we've got another follow. I thought I heard that. Sorry, Remco Break 007. Oof, love it. Remco Break 007. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's over 9,000 RPM. Thank you, Mr. 9K from the UK. Of course, one of the Chad fellowship. Loving it. Ooh, did that look like... See, that's hard to tell if that's contact or not. Also, Death Wolf 511, thank you for the follow. And did we say S95 Butter 24? I'm sure we did say thank you, we didn't. Thank you once again for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the action. Ooh, he's catching himself a lot of curb through the Degnas, or as the Lesmos, as I used to call them. Coming under the bridge, we saw the incident between the BMW and the Aston Martin. Both of these cars making it through nice and quickly. Let me just find what I'm looking for here. Ooh, look at the Aston Martin getting very close through that hairpin. So tempting through that hairpin. It's exactly what it's there for. Schoonfield. Adrian, 21st. He's running in for SOP at the moment. Fazekas. We've got Petska running. Ooh, and a bit of action. Every place we look, there is overtaken action to be had.
Just got to say, you don't want to run wide at Spoon because the person on the inside always gets the jump and they're going to go drag racing down to 130R, even getting closer and closer. What the hell was that?
I didn't see that because I was looking at the timing tool, so you're going to have to tell me what happened there. I was looking at another screen. I just looked up in time to see cars spinning on the track. Did he just ram it? Did he just try to put him in the wall? Or
seems it from what I saw, yeah. It was an attempt maybe of a squeeze, but he was losing ground and the tap was the back end.
Put someone in the wall on the straight.
I'll have to have a definitely have a look at that. I'll keep an eye out for any reports in the
yeah, that will. Yeah,
Discord.
keep an eye for that as well. As well in the chat, by the way, if anybody is watching for their team, anybody that's actually registered to drive, so if you're the
outside
team
of Blanchimont in the wet. Wow, what a move by the Ferrari.
Pop in and say hello. Let us know how things are going for your team. Let us
into the lead.
know how things are going for your
back
team.
into the lead.
How and when you got involved, why you got involved. what it is you're looking forward to most. Is there a track you're looking for? Jump in, let us know.
That is amazing. I love
give us a
GT
shout.
racing.
Obviously, if you want to come in and have a rant and a rave about an incident, don't.
Please don't.
And please don't be swearing, because you will have your team completely removed from the competition. So there you go. Basically like Big Brother back in the day. Davina McCall, you're live on SOP. Please don't swear. If I can manage it. So can you? Ooh, and a spoon.
Oh.
There is no spoon. The Matrix. Oh, he's straightened them back up again. He's gone up the
P2 and
inside.
3 just come together.
He's going to let him go back up the
Going for
inside.
switchback. Oh, he's
I
got
think
a
he's
dance
given him
on.
space because of the contact. I think he's given the position back
makes
because of the
sense, makes
contact.
sense.
I would
Are either of you watching this, or are you watching this bar?
No, I'm watching
Yeah,
both.
and I'll tell you what.
I'm
gonna
watching
be
Willy Mott
extremely close
chase
to
you down
130 yards.
and then like bounce all over the track
This is
with
an
mega
interesting
ping.
corner. It's like Cop's corner at Silverstone.
It's not him that's pinging, but I think it's that
As
Ferrari.
fast
Yeah.
Obviously,
these
there's
cars.
folk in India, isn't it? So
as it's turn one, and it still seemed to go through it quite fast.
I don't know, is P1 the Indian team?
I don't know.
Fancy
Oh, let me
assistant
check.
If it is, then that car that held us all up was the Indian team as well.
Scared.
That car that held us up,
Oh,
Masoom,
turn
one.
I think that would be
Outside.
Indian.
He's going to catch a bit of care. He might get a tighter
Push on
line
the green
through
stuff.
here if he can keep this one, get the foot down. So he's not going to lose too much time. He did have a different line, but that's one of the joys of Suzuki. You can take a couple of lines through every corner and still maintain your pace. Given the old slow in.
Yeah, so Masoom is from India.
A track where that needs to be observed. You can see the battle in the background. Let's move the spectator mode on PC, by the way. Honestly, just give us a little bit.
The car in
of patience.
P1
Just
is
let us
Alvarez, so I
communicate
presume
with
they're
the
Spanish.
club. Honestly, just please. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Current driver is
Let me see then.
Minaski.
We're still looking
Car
at
327.
a monster lead for Hubert Szymanski. 4
They
seconds.
are-
The SOP driver is off into the distance. Even off in the background. He's got the 44th
He's Polish,
driver
this is
just
Minaski,
in front of
with
him
a
there.
British
That is
guy and
Paul
an Italian
Andrew.
guy.
Yeah.
He'll get himself out of the way. Toot sweet, no doubt. Of course, Ivanov will be keen. Now that he's got a bit of space back to Gorka to stretch that out as much as he can, given how much pressure Gorka was putting him under in the first 10 minutes. We've still got 2 hours and 40 minutes of this. Can we get a standing ovation, please?
Car 77, quality
5
collision.
second penalty for car
They are way down.
77, causing a collision. So that is Hayden Hartner.
Yellow flag ahead,
and
shit.
I do believe, no, it's not. That's an Audi. Okay, so
Oof.
nothing. It's Industrial Light and Magic car.
Yeah, slow car on the right.
BMW. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the BMW and the Aston Martin. Oh, there's a car off the road. That's the ISMC car that we were looking at earlier, trying to get out of the way of this.
What is
battle
he fucking
that
doing?
taking place, Bailey.
You got 2 cars on your right.
In deeply there. Oh, but this battle 3 wide into turn 1, Bailey. Go for it, my son.
Slowly,
This
here we
looks like
go.
fun.
I'm gonna get
3
fucking
wide, we're
stuck
going
here,
to bit
aren't I?
of squeeze. 3 Aston Martins as well. And there's going to be a slight sandwich. Oh, one's backed off and allowed the other to go through. And there's
There's
McLaren
another guy
going
gonna
off. It's gonna be a
maybe
slight
dive down
contact
the
into
inside.
turn 2 is still the Bentley's looking to make a move up the inside of the Aston Martin. Is still quite clean. No contact.
Oh, he's gonna hit us.
He's
no
gonna
hit us.
Aston Martin.
Fucking
On the
bellend!
outside, Bentley on the outside, and he's
What's
gone.
that?
And there's no
Lap
contact into
10
the
car,
DRSs. Don't roll back too much
78.
into Bentley. I think a bit of racing incident that was, and I think that's the
Yeah, he
same
touched the
team
grass.
that was spun around
Creative
earlier
Aves.
as well.
Yeah, Creative Aves.
Yeah, not good.
From my point of
Don't
view, though,
fucking
And the
hate
car
it.
that's all the stuff
definitely
that's
looking
spun on
good
the
for
side
Team
there as well.
RTS in the McLaren
I don't know how
car.
to use this ticket thing.
Jigsaw,
Yeah, but
Ticket
I hope you're
opened.
still watching, my friend.
Hashtag your name.
I do
Okay.
believe the deal was
Hashtag
that if,
333.
you guys finish in the top 10, you and Baz would come in and give us an interview at the end. So I cannot wait. Yeah, remember as
Whoa.
well that isn't. Oh,
That's a done.
yeah, remember as
Whoa.
well that isn't. Oh, there's Johnny Bizzett in the chat. Johnny, I did see you earlier, mate. Go Team RTS. Yes, you better believe it. You better believe it.
6 seconds of damage.
Have a look. I've totally distracted myself over
Not
the
too
Dixie
bad.
guy. Remember, like I said, if you're in one of the
And
teams
it's
and you want to
got
come
in
and say
front of
hi
it.
to
He just
Bailey,
dive bombed you and then
let us
stopped.
know how the race
Yeah.
is going for you.
Well, I left
Let
that
us
open because
know
I could see he wasn't going to make the corner.
what type of position you're looking to finish in. If you want to maybe give us some ideas on your pit
What a
strategies.
fucking
Yeah,
arsehole.
no, yeah, I know, yeah. Let us know who designed your liveries. Give us a shout there. You can jump into the waiting to interview booth that we've got
I'll
set
drag you
under the
in.
PC. And yeah, Bailey will drag you in, kicking and screaming. It's not nearly
Oh,
as
great.
painful
No, it
as it
doesn't
sounds,
turn.
I absolutely promise. And yeah, we'll be gentle. We will be gentle. Unlike some of the drivers have been on track, but it's full-blooded action. And I'll tell you what, let's get Adrian Board on. Very quick driver indeed. Moved from console to PC and took that like a duck.
So car 78 is driven by Kidzia.
Division,
I left him space, didn't I? He just fucked it up and ended
Yep.
up coming back on track.
SRO competition. So very, very, very quick indeed.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm reporting
Yeah,
it.
a couple of drivers are saying that
Cool.
are having
Okay,
problems with the
Need to calm down now. Crack on.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that now. People complain about lag. I'm not too sure. I'm saying it's impossible to race, but I'm not too sure if that is just people complaining because we are racers and we always like to complain.
Oh, it's not complaining, it's excuses. And
Excuses,
actually, yeah, Jixer, see, that's why Jixer's
It does
nervous
look
about
quite
the
bad.
interview.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it now, it does look quite
Yeah,
bad.
there is a fair bit of crabbing going on. But yeah, like I say, it's one
If
of
you have no
the,
footage, your incident will not be
minor
reviewed.
drawbacks to sim racing. Thankfully, we don't have to literally put our lives on the line to enjoy this like some of the guys and gals do around the world. So again, thoughts to the family, everyone involved at Brands Hatch, and anyone that got injured as well in the Spa incident as well. I believe there's a couple of guys injured. So speedy recoveries, and also thoughts go out to
Can
all
you get
the
footage,
families
Mike?
involved in that.
I'll have
If
to
you're
record it, dude.
enjoying the first round of the SOP GT Endurance World Challenge. Again, Simon, thank you for putting the extra long name on these.
You need to show me how to do that as
on
well.
my little dainty toes. This is round
Your
one
NVIDIA
of
control panel
5.
should
The
be able
next
to do
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
exactly what I'm doing.
Races. That is really going to be a tester for the two-man teams. I do genuinely think the two-man teams have got a minor advantage in the 3-hour race, but the 6-hour race, I think that definitely plays into the hands of the 3-man teams. Speaking of 3-man teams, budum-dum, there we go, silky smooth links once again. Hubert Szymanski, we're 12 laps in, 4.7 seconds, so even off seems to have steadied the ship a bit then. Oh, Szymanski's connection is pinging up and down at the moment. That's bizarre.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that with Hubert before, and I've seen him race.
What is the car that hit us?
Car
So can there
78.
be a problem with
Plus
the
78.
server then?
I'm not sure. It could just be he's in proximity to
I
a
think
car that's
he was
having
facing the wrong way, so I got going
issues
before
as
he did.
Well, again,
Number 9's got
yeah.
an issue.
Yeah, so now... Okay,
Car
so...
up ahead that's got a drive-through or a
BMW
penalty of
Aston
some kind.
Martin has been decided
Yeah,
by
so
the
unfortunately,
steering
chaps,
committee.
I've got
Aston
to
was the guilty
upload
party,
things
so
into
5
Google Drive.
seconds
It's just a whole
for
farce.
the Aston Martin of Rodolfo Puraca for the Mediasom esports teams. It really difficult getting your name around some of these handles sometimes. But we'll crack on. So 5-second penalty there. So the penalty's coming in thick and fast early doors. As you were saying, Bailey, you did expect that drivers jostling for position early doors, and yeah, it definitely seems to be the way it's played out in the first half hour, trying to get themselves into a bit of space and a bit of clean air. Szymanski, as we said, he was getting away a fair chunk of change in the early exchanges. He's now only a couple of tenths a lap at the moment. Again, thanks to, I would say, and a big part to the fact that Gorka is now defending against Hilbrand.
It was that same one that got in the way before.
Oh, that's the wrong 130.
It might be.
And I'll tell you what, that is going to give us a rear view mirror full of Aston Martins in the hairpin. I'm going to keep calling that
don't
chicane
slow down
for the
there.
rest of the
Don't
day.
slow down there.
So it's going to be a long 2.5 hours.
But that's your first indication.
What are you doing?
2.5 hours left.
Fucking
How
idiot!
quick has that gone? 30 minutes gone.
Yep.
13 laps. Wow.
Yep, 30 minutes in. And it is still battles for podium positions here at the moment. Penalties, let's have a look down the field.
Spa 24 hours finished.
Is that the Spa 24 hours just finished?
Has it?
Oh, has it? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, ding-a-ling in the ears. Squirrel. Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes, in fact.
Asshole.
There we go, Mr. Thank you for the follow. Forza Ferrari, Dex, yes. So there we go then. So Ferrari has just won the Spa 24. Not only that, Dex, they're in the chat. Fantastically quick driver in a Ferrari, by the way. Yeah, the driver that just won Spa 24 is actually from his hometown in Denmark. So there you go.
2 Danes and a Brit in that car.
Make sure you get his autograph. Oh, Gorka, Hildebrand,
dickheads.
Hairpin, Aston Martins. It's all kicking off.
Fucking teammate should be telling him it's not for position.
Hildebrand is definitely still pushing, and all that's doing is letting Wilmot and Horvath straight back in the door. So the two-way battle between Ivanov and Gorka.
Like 10 minutes to get the footage.
Gorka, Hildebrand, Wilmot,
Ah,
and
that's
Horvath.
bollocks, that
Ivanov
is. They need a bit of system in there.
It is a 3-hour race.
Overheard me. And yeah, he's really put the foot down now. He's got himself almost 6 seconds up the road. But that's not what we're watching at the moment. That's
For a paid series, you should say it happened on this lap. They should have someone who can go and review like they do in a sim grid.
Well, I've reported it. I don't know how it works out.
Horvath
Yeah.
adjusted to the slipstream better than anyone.
But you know what I mean? It's like they review it, and you might get your penalty later on in the race. SRHI do that, don't they?
And into the last curve to come. This is going to be more turn.
You don't get an instant penalty, they just go and review.
Oh, there he goes. He takes the outside line. So Wilmot instantly takes the defensive line, stays on the inside. Oh, and I tell you what, it might not even be side by side. Oh, he's had to adjust for the entry. Will he get it turned tighter? On the exit, he's going to keep closed back up. I tell you, this battle as well with Hildebrand and Gorka. Gorka can really seriously drive Bailey. I mean, look at this.
He came off
How close are they getting?
second best, but
my friend. Enjoy.
Yeah, but
Fill your boots.
still.
Cost us.
Yeah,
Look
it's
how many
like
places he's
go-karting,
cost
they're
us.
just sitting in the slipstream.
Yeah.
They're all in the same car, though, aren't they? We're on board with a Lexus driver, and he's in a bit of a.
Well, it all started with that
Aston
dickhead
Martin
back marker that wouldn't get out the
Yeah.
fucking way.
And yeah, he's doing
So
a really
please
good
describe
job
the
just
reasoning.
sticking on the rear end of the car, not making a mistake. Hopefully, well for him, he's trying to force the Aston Martin.
So I don't know. Do I close the ticket before they
Martin to look in his rear view mirror?
do something with it, or
I don't know. Just leave it open.
Sorry.
They'll either
And then
do nothing or they'll do something.
hopefully we'll make a move.
Doesn't hurt us having the ticket open, does it?
There,
No.
just yet.
I don't know quite
We
how
did see yesterday
how
a
it
few
works.
moves or attempted moves there in the PlayStation race. A lot of the drivers as well going.
Is the pace of the
wide
car
to get
affected with the
exit.
damage, Chris?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Get the lot
More
so
understeering.
go wide, build the exit speed, and get a better run towards Spoon. Defend
wouldn't
the
have thought it should be,
inside,
'cause it's only
and
6
slight
seconds of
contact
damage,
with
but-
The Lexus driver, the Aston Martin driver is going to jump back on track.
I don't know if it's me just being
squeeze. I'm not
angry
too
with
sure.
it,
No
but-
contact made yet. Pushed to the outside of the track. The Lexus driver's made the move, and the Aston Martin driver tucking back in behind Wilmot. No, Gorka. No,
Yeah, so Hildebrand's just taken third from Gorka.
Hildebrand. Yes.
Yep, so we're on
Oh,
board.
but I think Gorka's going to try and make the move back around the outside of the final chicane. Oh, he's not been given much room there. He's going to rejoin.
Yeah, but they
That
said
penalty
yeah.
the chicane, and there's a car
Sorry,
behind
go on.
him that's going to want
was
to
gonna
take that
say,
position, and the car behind that's going to want to take a position. It's going to be too wide,
They say
too wide.
no footage, and your thing will not be
for these
reviewed.
two at the back of this
Okay, fair
battle,
enough.
and that's a bit of a swap position.
You were
That
gonna
was
say?
fought off.
Because
Very
someone's got
hard.
P9's got a penalty.
Yeah,
I can't
lost
quite
it,
see
so I
what it
think
is.
there might have been,
5
A
seconds.
little bit of bump
5.
drafting on
Yes.
the last curve
Yeah.
there as well.
And
Yeah.
He's 10 seconds
Coming
up
in
the
the
road, and
anti-bank curves. Sorry, on you go, Bailey.
we've got 6 seconds of
just to
damage
say,
anyway.
Gorka just probably
Bugger.
not too pleased with how he
It's
had his
definitely worth
car
fixing, 'cause it
alongside the Lexus
doesn't
driver
feel
into
as
the
good
final
anymore.
chicane, but bumping, or was it rubbing his racing? Yes,
Oh, yeah.
fine. We like that. And it just means that these
I
guys are in
can
a
see the
battle hard,
cars like
and
in front
it
of
means
us that are
Gorka's gotta
dicing.
prove
They've been
something now.
knocking into
He's
each
gonna
other
make
as
an
well, so they're
impressive
probably
move.
carrying bits and
We'll
pieces of
cheer him on.
damage. Whether they
A
repair
good
them or not,
defensive
don't know.
drive from Hildebrand.
But they've been bumping
just-
into each other.
Watching these guys, this angle's a good one because you don't realise we're on board with another driver, but we're on board with Wilmot, and we're watching Horvath, Gorka, and Hildebrand battling fourth, third.
Yeah, well, like I say, the battle was for the podium positions. Second and third, Ivanov has extricated himself from that position fairly expertly. Not as expertly as Szymanski, though. Now 7.6 seconds to the good, so pretty much half a second he is taken out of his competitors. Oh, and they're all doing a bit of sideways shuffling there. Everybody's shuffling. Sorry, I won't do that again, I promise. Hillbrand, Gorka, Horvath and Wilmot, as Bailey says, battling away beautifully. Paraka's still
5 second
out on
penalty
track.
for
Oh,
car
stop.
557 that's in front of us.
Car 557. No explanation given. So we'll see if we can find
Another
out
5
that.
second
Oh,
penalty,
right,
so
okay,
that's
the guys at
10.
home can't see that. 5 second penalty, 5 second causing
that's spot
a
gained.
collision.
Causing a collision.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I've done. I've put the slideshow right in front of
Above
the
it.
penalties. Right, wait a minute. Let me just move that out of the way a bit. So if I put that a bit there.
What were we, P5 at the time?
Go.
Or 6?
Yeah.
Now
5,
you
yeah.
guys at home can
No, we
see
had
the
dropped a bit,
penalties
hadn't we?
pop up as
Yeah, I think
well.
we were about 6.
6 or
Well,
7
this
because of
McLaren
that
just
idiot
getting
that held
late
us
in
up.
turn
Oh,
one
someone just
again.
got done speeding in the
No
pit lane.
mistakes from any of the drivers this time. Oh, car 911 speeding in the pit lane. Oof, schoolboy error
Nope, just a
there.
drive-through, I think.
Good afternoon. SOP
Yeah.
Milden is in
Speeding
the
in the
chat,
pit lane.
our Silver Summer Series champion. Well done
Does it
once
actually
again.
tell
I'm
you?
sure you're only jumping
Yeah.
in now, so you can get the exit. No, I'm only kidding, Milden. Great drive all season.
It,
A
only when
very
it like comes up
well-deserved championship, and I'm looking
as
forward
like
to
it says
seeing
5
you
seconds
in the
added to
pros
this person
next
for whatever
season.
reason, or
Is that right? Have you done
Okay, there's some slow
full
cars
Leicester
up ahead,
City?
if you wouldn't mind
Was it
watching
you
out.
that's done
Oh,
the
it's
full
that
Leicester City,
drive-through
been
guy.
promoted up
yeah.
each season? I'm
Yeah, so
sure
this
it
guy in
is.
front's position, and
I'm sure it
then
is
the
Milden.
guy in
Yeah,
front
the one that
is
stops the drive-through, yeah.
that's the McLaren that nearly killed you the other time.
Season after season, and I'm sure it is Milden.
I think they've swapped
could be
drivers,
correct.
haven't they?
It's not like there's a lot of drivers
Dunno.
that commentate on. But here we are for 2026.
Is it the 911
minutes
McLaren
left.
again?
Opening exchanges.
Good if he did his drive-through now.
5 race SOP GT World Challenge Endurance
Gone wide.
Series. Did I even get it right that time? I don't know. We'll just throw all those words together and see what sticks. Szymanski absolutely schooling the rest of the field at the moment. 8.5 seconds ahead, even off. Even off's definitely.
It's bad when you're in 44th and 41st is lapping you.
Once again, Hildebrand is in third. And I'll tell you what,
Car
he
off
is
and
down
back
to
on.
himself
Car
away. Gorka's
P40.
been the linchpin here. All the
Bit of a
battling
slow
and
poke.
defending he's done, and he's the man that's
5
dropping
second
down the
penalty,
places.
car
At
78.
the moment, Horvath and Wilmot keeping very close attention.
Is that the one that hit us?
Get
Yeah.
ourselves, 5 second
Did it say what
penalty
for?
car
10
number
seconds
78
so
as
far.
well, causing a collision. The stewards absolutely on fire.
That's
today.
for the collision with us.
Barlow, for Team
Should be the
AKM
drive-through.
Racing. He's jumped in
Stop
the car
and go and
for
remove all his
eight.
tyres and
Baraka
keep them
still
for an
on
hour.
track with that
Then give it
penalty.
back.
So, yeah, he's got
And
10
then
second penalty for that collision.
He's far back anyway, isn't he?
As it
Yeah.
sounds,
He first.
surviving Creative Allies driver.
He
He's
can
in
go,
He's
so
only
can
dropped a couple of positions, but it does look like he's going to get a
SOP
move down into
Motorsport,
turn
type
one.
in the ticket.
Nice and easy done. No defending.
I like the way that
from
works,
Aston
actually.
Martin on this occasion.
Like you can see your ticket, you
Christian
can put
Stock.
comments in there, and then it goes.
Butler
So that's
Pals,
actually quite cool. I do like that.
Motorsport Bentley then, ahead of his sister car, but he does have a 10-second penalty to deal with as well, and a bit of a connection issue there, it looks like Volkov.
Oh, this guy's a bit
is
slow.
as well. Crazy fly, are you?
Bless me, sorry.
And is that livery? Yep, that's coming out fine. Chris Vickers, and we've got Kieran Clifford.
Unsafe
running in
rejoin.
14th.
That's what he
Come
got 10
on,
seconds
Kieran.
for.
Get me that Jixer interview. Team
You on TV, Mr. Vickers?
It's Chris Vickers, sorry. 13th, there's Kieran in 14th. We've got Vazekis in 15th, Haskell there in 16th position for the X-Kart Team Esports first.
Does it ping on
Bentley
TV or is it
is
smooth?
17th,
Yeah, it
he's
is.
up
No,
to
it's
18th
pinging all over the
place.
place. Doesn't
He's
look great.
taken him off. There is Schoonfield for the buzzing and
Yeah.
Hornets
Oh, I wonder how
Racing
much
team.
SimHub adds
He
to
is
the
currently
trouble.
defending from Bernaldo and Kezia. How was that for a lineup 11?
I
40
think
litres.
I think it's all the guys that
Again,
are
this is the
around us.
Run through the
fucking
field and everywhere you
in the
look,
arse
there
end
are
of nowhere with
so
zero
many
internet.
cars battling it out for position.
Yeah.
You can see the track map on the side there, just how close the entire
It says
field
fuel to end
still
220
is.
litres at the
Still
moment.
early doors in the race, of course. Got a lot of pit stops still to come into the hairpin.
And you got 43.
destiny, we're going to call this from now on, given the performances last night. Some overtakes we've already seen early doors in this race. Was that another penalty popping up? Nope. Peter Jeffrey's the man in the background watching this
Slow car
intently
ahead.
for the AKM team.
I don't know if it's warning me about this guy I'm actually racing or if
Also
someone's gone off.
got- also, Bai's come out, so Garage S9.
I can't
David
see anything, I'm
Garage
looking
59,
forward.
Sorry. They've made a driver swap. Steve Donald.
There's someone in the
still out
pits.
for the mid-pack drivers club. His Aston is looking a bit
Yeah,
dented
P39.
in the front there. Nemovsky. Sorry, Nemzovsky. I keep missing out that one. Drive through.
I think there's someone off in the
Racing
S's.
He does have a
He's got a
penalty
glimpse
as well.
of
So is Hayden Hatter, sorry,
a yellow dot.
just behind him. Richard Glan.
Yeah,
Oh, he's out
seems
for the
okay
IRC
for
team
now.
in the Fear the Panda livery. Love that one. Victor Martin, sorry, in the Aston Martin, the Dark Side Esports team. We saw that Aston Martin involved in a bit of an incident earlier on as well. Luke Sherlock.
118 drive through, speeding in pit lane.
Drive through for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, Van Zyl in the Bentley. Jason Gould has come out for the perfect storm.
That was that car
team.
39 Van Zyl.
From Australia. A lot of connection issues this far down the field, by the way. We've got Matt Cooper in the Metalhead Esports team as well. His connection seems to be suffering at the moment. Daniel Nunes, Keros Racing, and the BMW of Sarnovsky survived the penalty there, so it wasn't a call. Ooh, that was a really loud one. That's not what I wanted to say. It just shows you how much restraint I show. But Umbarjar, Racing Sim Tools, he's in 35th. We've got Aston Solo in 36th. Masum is in up to 37th after that early pit.
Another back marker coming up, haven't we?
A
Yes.
whole lot of cars just ahead of him there.
With some
Masum
also
is,
dodgy
say,
ping.
37th. Atkins still running. There's Ben Crooks out on track at the moment in the Seawolf net race.
So Ferrari's leading
Van
by
Ness is out
11
for
seconds
Dyer Racing.
from the
Flip Van
Lexus.
Zyl drive through for speeding in the penalty.
And then it's Aston.
Oh, did Hillebrand get into second then?
Hillebrand's in second now.
Brian Henderson, yeah, he started the race for them, sorry.
He was flying.
Yep, so he is still out. And then
He was battling with the guy
Sideways Racing still
front.
out
Willemot.
on track as well. Danny Erdmann's now taken
At
over
first.
the team of racing.
No, he was coming back.
And he,
He was P6 when I saw him last passing me.
Appearing 4 times on the
Yeah,
time
Willemot
scale.
is P6 still.
Let's have a look and see how much craziness has happened up at the front. Now we've run through the field. And
Come on,
it looks
lift,
like it
lift,
is
lift, lift.
still as you
He's
were.
lifting.
Gorka involved in a battle, but this time Bailey. It's Horvath that's breathing all over the back of him, and this one is looking very close again for Gorka.
Yeah, extremely close battle to come, and
This guy's slowing us down.
Norvath is giving a lot of pressure to the Aston Martin driver, and both being in the same car. It's all about style, all about setup, and how comfortable they are with what car they've chosen and the track itself.
Oh, the sun is right in my eyes.
So we'll see what comes now in the next 2 corners or next 2 laps.
Yeah,
it's
Gorka, I would say, judging by the keenness of the Aston Martin and Wilmot in the background. Trying to get moved on. Danuk has made a little move up there as well. That's Wilmot just ahead of him. You can see. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's happened? Why is Ivanov in 5th?
Oh,
Yeah, something's happened there, and I don't have the replays set up for this because it's such a long race. But oh, wait a minute. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, don't worry, don't adjust your screens. Basically, it's just bringing us a replay. I did think it would be a bit quicker than that, but it's not. What's going on? That's completely frozen the whole thing. Ivanov went off track, dropped from 2nd. Okay.
Stop spinning.
So it's not actually showing. So we did get a replay, it just didn't go quite back far enough to show us it happening.
Nels, don't ruin it for Chris, because I know he likes to watch it. But just check out the F1 standings right now.
And he's really having to defend from the Aston Martin there, so that was where we joined it.
I've been watching.
Just as he got
Hey,
ahead there.
mad, isn't it? What a day for motorsports.
Oh, and that. Yeah, there we go. That's taken. Is that taking us back to live? Why is that changed? Yeah, it is. Well, it's all saying 0 seconds now. What is going on?
Hard to
But
get
yes,
by, hey?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Right, we're back on board. We're live. I do apologise. Sorry, my PC did have
I'm always
a bit
getting this
much
shit
to
run out of here.
handle there. Trying to get all that done, but we got there eventually. The ding-a-ling in my ear was Jimothy subscribing.
Oh,
7
he's
months.
cooked it.
Thank you very much. Everyone's going wild in the chat. We'll try and stay on board with the
I
live
had to
action.
back out then. I didn't know if I was going into it.
Yeah.
Get myself a broadcast PC, note to self. Szymanski, he's not dropped it. He's still off in the lead, and that's going to be a very big lead now. With Hilbrand, the driver, chasing him now that Ivanov has dropped himself that place. It's Horvath who is in third. Ivanov is back ahead of Gorka.
Aston versus Aston.
Is definitely going to try and close
Who's got
that
less
down. So
wing?
again, Gorka, the man involved in all the battles, finds himself dropping down the position. Ooh, and
Looks like us.
Very close there. Daniluk as well for the Crazy File team. He's closed right back up, and then we can see Masum.
Good job,
of
Chris.
course, in the Ferrari. I did say he was a very quick driver, pitted early. He's in 36th position, and he's still hanging on to the back of the guys
Bastard.
here in the top 5. Gorka, as we say, involved in loads and loads of action. Oh, running a bit wide in turn 1. He's going to get involved in a whole lot more. So as Horvath then finds himself in third place, the cork in the bottle at the moment. Well, Nicholas Hilbrand for Butler Pal in the Lexus finds himself in a very comfortable second place. Volkov is in 13th at the moment. He's closing right up on to Chris Vickers. More Aston on Aston action. What was it, Simon said in the chat, 12 Aston Martins in the top 15 qualifying. So, yeah, to say that those cars have made an appearance in this event is a massive
On
understatement.
TV, Chris.
The Creative Aviva's driver that qualified in the top 10 was so involved in that incident. The Bentley driver, he's trying to get himself back ahead of Schoonfield. He's got a 10-second penalty to take on board as well. So that is going to cost him a lot of time, and he's already dropped a lot of places, but still 2 hours and 16 minutes to go, and this is Suzuka. So you never know what is coming next. This is a track that absolutely promotes racing and overtaking. 45 minutes in, Bailey, and this is, yeah,
We're
trying to make up some of that 8 seconds to P11 now.
action right through. And it's not
We
going
got
to
15 minutes in your stint left, or how's that going?
You cut out there,
Hang on.
John. I heard Bailey.
So did you.
31
Yes,
litres
it
of
just
fuel.
we're 45
So
minutes
it's like
in,
10 laps of
friend,
fuel.
and it has been an absolute
So it's like 20
cracker
minutes.
so far. There's still battles going on right through the field. Penalties ahoy as well. Oh,
Yes.
is that something running off? And yeah, but yeah, talk me through this. Oh, and we've jumped in onto Schoonfield as well. Yeah, but let's have a look back up front, Bailey. Where was it? Tim Gorka. Helicam. Yeah, he looked like he was getting very close there. Even off Horvath.
Wilmot and Gorka are very close.
He's doing 218s in front.
Yeah, there should be a
Look at
2 or
Masumi in
2
the
dead, I
background
think.
there. He's still hanging on in there.
Gorkin waiting for the right moment to pounce, which is what you got to do in a long race. Still,
Unfortunately, you have tire
about
pressure loss because
20
you
minutes
got
to go
whacked
for
off the
those
track.
guys in the first stint.
Yeah, I think a lot of drivers have actually
Done it.
Still, they're not doing too bad.
Okay.
No, no.
Quick, so they're obviously trying to do a different fuel.
What's the track
strategy, get in
temperature
there
at the
and try
minute?
and find some clean track.
32.3.
Jesus, that's gone up.
Many of them as they were perhaps would have liked. But it is getting very close in here. There's the Aston Sau team.
Whoa,
Yeah,
mistake there.
No, he was getting.
Do you want the
out way.
pressures
That was
keeping
the
the same?
Sau team. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
back
I
down
think
in
so.
the 30s. Masuma out. Oh, up the inside of the hairpin. On the exit. Ooh, this is going to be close. Masum there, of course, he's back down in 30th. Whereas Masum, sorry, he's 35th. So yeah, like you say, he's in 35th watching the battle for 5th. So yeah, this is going to be some great running for him.
I might put the ABS up to 3 for a minute.
And when the pit stops start ironing themselves out, he's going to get himself... and
Oh.
that's clumsy.
Yeah, slightly desperate.
Yellow flag ahead. Can you watch out for us?
Yeah.
Yep.
I see what was going on. I can see what was going to happen there.
No, don't go wide,
the
don't go
gap
wide.
wasn't quite there.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, no, definitely wasn't there. Where is... There. So, yep, so there's the Aston Sau driver getting out of the way. Just again, Babalual Trying to close in on the creative Aves driver. That's Paraka. Still got that penalty hanging over him with stock closing down on them. Kwiatkowski. I hope I'm getting that right. Is just ahead of him in the Bentley, but it does look like Paraka and Babalul are going to have themselves a little bit of a battle here. Thinking about it into turn 1, you can see what's going on ahead of them. In fact,
oh, someone else is in P11 now.
Yeah, he had a bad.
In the last couple of laps, he was
and there's a back marker in front of him,
Wilmot, but he seems to have been
so you don't know if they came together or what happened.
Group just behind them then, so very close in here for that 5th position. 23 laps in, 13 seconds now is the gap between 1st and 2nd. So Szymanski still doing exactly what he needs to do to control this race. Let's see how Kieran's getting on. Best lap 2:01, last at 2:03. So he's taking away nicely. 14th, so he has dropped back down a position. I think Fazaka's got a move done about a lap or so ago. He's now going to try and close up on Volkov. Who else have we got running? Matt Cooper, Metalhead Sports, of course, in the Porsche. 32nd at the moment. A lot of teams will be coming in to take their pit stops pretty soon with the driver's stint. In fact, there's one in just now. It's Danny Erdmann.
Right, back marker in front of you with mega ping.
Yeah, his best laps are 2:04.7.
And Sarnovsky's in as well. He's going to come back out for the SRT BMW team. So there's a new driver in the BMW. Flip Van Zyl, I thought he was changing. He's out on the pit. Saran P still out, in fact. And Henderson still out there as well. Umbarger, who we've seen off track a couple of times. He's back up into 31st. And then, yeah, a lot of penalties running up ahead. Anything else in the chat? Are we expecting any more penalties at the moment, Bailey? Is there any more tickets? Is there any we've perhaps missed?
Is that the Lonely Polka?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything.
Pitting.
I did see someone say they were retiring a car. 558.
So we'll
Car 558.
Car 558 as retired. Right, okay.
No one in the
That's
waiting
the Butler
for
Par
entry.
Aston Martin. That's the
I
Butler.
see.
Yeah, that's their Aston Martin. Right, okay, so we're one car down. Still a few penalties to serve as well. As I said, it's a 65-minute driver stint. So some of the drivers will be looking to get that cleared pretty much bang on and just fuel and retire the car for an hour at a time. Still very close with this little group here. Babalul still defended to Paraka, with Stock now very much within striking distance, although Paraka and Stock, of course, both with those penalties. So Stock really does want to get ahead of these two and try and get himself some clean track before he's got to shake off that penalty. But it's not going to be easy, given how dense the pack still is at this point in the order. Hilbrand still second. Horvath looking very good now in third, even off trying to close that gap back down. Getting back close to his best lap times there. Oh, blue flag car just very quickly getting out of the way up ahead. Wilmot on that straight with Daniluk now closing back up again. I think he's got himself a bit of a slipstream straggler there. And that didn't work out as he would have liked, I'm going to say, and it's going to cost him a position going into the last hairpin. In fact, it could cost him two. With Babalul up the inside, they're going to come into the last curve. And I'll tell you what, Bailey, that was a whole lot of closeness, and it's going to be fun into turn one with Babalul got the best seat in the house.
He has. Let's jump on board. Good call. And Kwiatkowski in the Bentley in sixth, I think. Is it?
You are catching.
Yes.
Both
Yeah.
guys in front.
Yeah. And then Daniluk in seventh in the Aston Martin. A great battle of cars at a great track, and simply it's going to be.
And there's a train of cars up
gonna be a
ahead
tough
that we're
one to
catching as well.
call
So
because
I think they were
the
being
nature
held
of
up
the
by a
track
back
and all
marker.
these guys will be thinking about
What a
all
surprise.
sorts are going to be saying in ears. Is that a car going around the outside? Is that a Bentley trying to go up the inside? I think it is. He is. And the Aston Martin losing ground, losing speed, running wide. And who's this Babaloo jumping on the chance to gain a position? Was that Wilmot who lost that then? Was that Wilmot from 5th?
No, I think that was a back marker, to be honest. I think Wilmot should still be... Yep, he's still ahead of his pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. My bad. I got a bit excited then. Oh,
Yeah.
who's that?
Drifting.
Spinning. White McLaren?
Yeah,
No.
it took me foot off the accelerator in case it gave me a
the
fucking
white
warning.
McLaren there. Further
back
down the
marker,
field, though.
back marker,
That's
yeah.
it.
Are we up to 3 or 2?
Further down the
2.
field.
So coming up to the 1 hour mark.
Really sorry about that.
7
I've
minutes.
kept it clean since.
Indeed.
Just should have
Don't
done that
retire
sooner.
the V12, no, says SOP Milden.
Easy to
Secret
get.
Services Bentley. What is next?
It's a shame it was 2 on the same
Talking
corner.
about the Honda in the chat. Welcome everyone.
I think it was one after the other, to be fair.
Yeah, because you went wide and then you turned right and you went wide again.
Yeah.
But it's like entry and exit of the same corner.
I'm going to say night. Thank you for the follow as well, but welcome along. If you want to get involved in the racing, Half Wrist, hello. You can jump onto Discord. If I could learn to spell Discord.
And if it happens later in the race, it's normally okay. But if it's like your
There we
first
go. If
2
you give that,
timed
like,
laps
a
or something,
click, you can get involved.
before you've set
PlayStation and
like the
PC
standard of
here,
what
it's
you're
up. That's where we do the racing.
Yeah.
Mondays,
capable of doing.
Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays. So feel free.
Because if you get that,
to
then it's just no
involved.
time gained.
Night, yes, there
But
we
the
go.
first time it's
Get
like,
one right for once. Half Wrist, hello. Welcome along.
That is a big
Still
trend
watching this,
in
and
cars,
as
isn't it?
Bailey said, we're coming up
Yeah.
to the hour mark, so we're going to see a lot of
Are
This
they all
guy
positioned?
knew-
coming in, a lot of cars.
No, you
coming
got
into pits
2.
to
This guy
make
and then you got
the
2 back
first
markers
driver swap. We've already seen
in
a
between,
few so far, but not quite got
and then
one,
everything
so
up in
not
front. Yeah,
sure
that's all position.
That's
who's
all
done
position,
what
right,
so
okay.
far,
Yeah.
But Robinson
Just
is
an all
coming
day.
out in 34th.
Somewhat
so
close,
that is
although I've
definitely
only got a
driver
few minutes left.
for
11
Can you
laps.
see the thing as well,
that
Chris?
Aston Martin repaired as well.
Now and again, yeah, some cars worse than others.
Yeah, this Nunes guy in practice, he was major ping for me.
Yeah, I think he's Brazil, isn't he?
A little bit of
Probably.
repair work going on. Harlan, I keep saying Harlan because
So this car immediately in front is positioned, but then the
Yeah.
2 cars in front are back markers.
in the Industrial Night in Magic. Again, sorry, bud, I don't know why your livery's not working. I double checked it and it was visible in my game, so I don't know why it's not worked for
Ooh.
itself. We'll try and get
Ooh,
it fixed.
no,
like this. He is in the Audi. Yep, see, I did see that in the chat.
Seems like all the Maccas are giving shit
Yeah.
on.
There is an Audi. There is an Audi. And it's Hayden that's driving it. Himself a technical penalty at the moment. And, ooh, that's a bit of a run wide on the corner there. Definitely don't want to do that too often. Vickers, the driver behind him, position-wise, is in the pits. So it's really just a battle ahead of him at the moment with Luke Andrews in the BOA Esports Aston
John,
Martin.
just going to pop to the toilet.
White flag.
Okay,
I'll be back.
no problem at all. So
Seemingly
we
all clear.
are 55 minutes in, and it is going to be a pit stop extravaganza.
If this guy's holding us up,
Harfest
do we
is
pit?
here to support his boy Nico. And
Probably.
which car is he in, bud? Let me know. Yeah, let me know.
We've
what
got 9
team
minutes
and
left on our
car, because I
field.
didn't get a list of first names unless. Oh, is it Hillbrand in the Lexus?
Yeah, can you figure out what you want in terms of fuel?
Is it Hillbrand in the Lexus?
Well, we're
no,
using
that is Nicholas. I don't know if you-
3.07 a lap.
don't know, maybe get myself into trouble calling him Nico.
Well, it says how much to the end.
But is that your
194.
team? You've definitely picked the right car to
So
say
half-
a very solid,
Roughly
solid
half
race.
that,
Involved in a lot of
Would
good
be
action
97.
early doors with Gorka.
and that's
Gorka
at the
now
minute,
down
isn't
in
it?
10th
Yeah.
position.
Although there's still 4 minutes left to the hour yet.
There's still 13 litres in the tank, so-
Yeah.
So 194, take away the 14 that you have now, the 180, so it would be 90.
Behind them. Vickers down in 11th and Volkov in 12th. Clifford's back up to 14th. Come on, Kieran. Jixer has got a sweat on.
Good job there, Chris.
Yeah, Mr. Nicholas Hillbrand. Here we go. I'm here for
Wow, mega ping.
car
Yeah.
556.
Epileptic
Go,
fit,
yeah,
epileptic
also,
fit,
if you guys
epileptic fit.
support car 556. Well, he is definitely.
They're fighting for position and all,
feeling
aren't
the
they?
benefit of that support.
Yeah.
He's having a great race
Back.
so far in the
Bless you.
Lexus.
Show him your willy. Bless you.
And
Yeah, I guess if it's 95 when you give me the car, I'll be...
all to himself at the moment. Horvath, the man holding on to the final podium spot.
That'll do an hour,
moment,
won't it?
But still over 2 hours of action to come your
Good
way.
do, yeah.
I'm just moving over. I'm not magically faster than you.
Gorka now getting closed in. Gorka, as I say, he's been involved in all the action so far. Every time we've jumped on board, he has been involved in some kind of overtake or defending. Coming through 130R, he's watching
Jesus Christ
intently. Let's see what his bonnet looks like.
The Porsche is good on the brakes.
Ooh, that's got very close. Is it Vickers? Oh, so Vickers is ahead. Yeah, the John.
What the fuck is he going?
Did he come left?
Christ.
Fucking idiot.
He came left.
Motorsports in the Porsche. John flying through. Babalul's come into the pits, and so's Volkov then. So Babalul done with that battle. 58 minutes.
Okay, I'll get ready to
do himself a driver swap.
Go have your wee, dude.
So that's going to
have a quick wee, and then
there's a car 5 seconds up the road that's got a 5-second penalty.
Yes.
That's for position.
Oh, we've got 6 seconds damage to repair, so
we do.
In the first 20 minutes of the race,
and it's definitely worth repairing.
100%. Yeah.
Since then, I'm sure
So we need a good pit stop.
Steady in the ship.
Yeah, I've got just under 7 minutes left on the timer and 3 laps left.
Yep.
Outside the top 20 now, finds himself.
Good job there, Chris.
We
We back up
really,
to yeah, I know. It's look.
Not your fault you got taken out.
A couple of incidents earlier.
Okay.
Saw some
I am ready.
Left and right.
I'm ready. Do you want to make sure I'm selected?
Still got 40.
That would be a good start, wouldn't it?
On track at the moment from the 45 that started.
That's Mike.
So not too
Thank you.
at all.
Have you got the right strategy selected?
Yeah.
How much fuel you putting in?
To get himself up into 13th before he's
90 going in.
Very handy for him.
Okay.
If he could, let's see if there's.
Which would give him 100 at the minute, but I'm not coming in this lap just yet.
He's going to have to watch yet. That is Bernardo behind him.
Got mega pink all around us.
Yeah,
like me watching on.
That Masoom that's in front of me is doing fairly decent laps at the minute, so I don't think I'll catch him anywhere. So I'm just going to get another one while I'm low fuel.
Get a good exit here. He could certainly make a run of it into the last chicane. Definitely don't want to be going side.
That Masoom was the Ferrari that
if you can help
you were battling with.
Although, yeah, you never know.
Can make it as a back marker. Himself,
yeah.
Earlier.
Oh, he's got out with the slipstream there.
So he must have pitted again or something.
I think he got a drive through at the start.
Run too wide here, but nails that curve absolutely perfectly. Not close enough though into the last chicane to think about a move.
No.
Oh, his competitors made a mistake. Haskell, he's made a mistake. Gorka's come into the pits. Haskell's had to cut that chicane, and Bordon's come into the pits.
So
there you go. He's had enough of
new
that
boots, 90-ish litres of fuelage.
But yeah. Haskell
repairs on, happy days.
Hold on to the car there, has to cut the curb, so I'm not sure the in-game stewards may well give him a little slap on the wrists for that one. Kieran Clifford only needs
a 5-minute warning.
Move that second one, and I'm a happy man. Fizakis for the BR Racing team.
Oh no, slow down.
At the moment, Gorka Bordon both into pits to
automatic
make
cut that then.
Some driver swaps. There's where we were trying to go.
Right, do you want me to come in this one or next one?
Whenever you're ready.
Laps into the race, we've gone past.
If the pits seemingly quiet,
he is as consistent.
There's 4 cars in there at the minute, I think.
Yeah.
Let me know. P1's coming up to him now, and P2. Just see how many of the cars in front go in this lap.
He is lapping up the lap times. He will need to come in the next 4 minutes, but he definitely looks like he's stretching out his first stint as long as possible, and with this much of a lead, absolutely
P1's gone past.
I blame him.
Yeah, if the pits are quiet, then it might be worth jumping in.
Right, I'll come in this lap then.
P2's gone past.
Time difference is 16.
We've gone past the hour, haven't we? So
yeah.
P4's in the pits.
Then. So that just shows you how
P5's
much time you lose.
gone past.
Seconds. It is for Suzuka. So
P6 gone past.
Coming in.
Pit lanes
Cool.
GT calendar. Not quite.
Hey, watch the flags.
But it's certainly not far off. So you can get in there and get out again pretty quick. Dan, look.
Yeah,
even off there.
5.9 seconds of damage. Tyre set 10 going on. 96 litres you'll have.
Okay.
So this is going to bunch them all
Is that enough?
right back up
Yep.
again. We're going to see some of the teams.
You started with what,
Back
100,
up to their original
and you did a formation
position.
lap,
The
so
Esport team, I think, are going to jump a few places as well.
Right,
Yeah,
are you ready?
Backseat now.
Yep.
Harter's coming to the pits. Gould, Massoum. Massoum in the pits again.
Start the
So
car,
that'll be a
Chris.
driver swap
Hang
this
on,
time.
it's not
you
gone
would
up yet.
feel.
I went a bit too far
Gorka
forward.
Still in there. Szymanski's still in the lead. Hilbrand,
Okay,
Horvath,
engine on.
Wilmot
cool. Thank you, sir.
in fourth.
Good job.
Is
ABS, go back down
Kwiatkowski.
to.
I'm never going to get that right. Sorry, bud.
You might need to wait till you're in the car.
Fifth, Parak is now in
You could do it
sixth
then.
with Fazekas in seventh. Obviously,
Cam,
all
cool.
the pit
ABS
stop,
Thank you.
as you can see there. We've got quite
15.
a few. Clifford has come in as well. Dan looks in.
10.
Bykov's back out actually for the Scuderia Vedrari team.
5. 4.
Aston Martin,
3,
which is
2,
commentator, is a bit of a cop
1.
out in this race because
She's
they're
yours.
all in Aston Martins. Apart from the guy winning, notice he's in a Ferrari. Hashtag just saying. And he's in the pits
Okay,
as well.
looks
So
like
we've
P10's
Szymanski
got a
has
drive.
come in,
15-second
couple minutes
penalty.
shy of
Yeah.
the full stint. Hildebrand coming in the last chicane. Is he going to follow suit? Yes, he is. He did that quicker than I could get a mouthful of coffee.
This car's
Thanks for
going
that,
very
bud.
slow,
Horvath,
Mike.
is he gonna
That's a
follow
blue
suit
flag.
as well?
He's out the way.
Yes, he is.
All blue
And
flags in front of you.
Wilmot,
Position behind.
top 4, so that will be all our main protagonists. Yep, he's going to have to come into the pits as well.
Okay,
So let's
P3,
just have a look then.
P2, P3,
Let's keep an eye
P4,
on this guy.
P5
He
are
is
in the
very
pits
quick.
now,
That's Bast Homer
as
for
is
RTS.
P6.
Yep, I'm not showing favourites, you are. Butterpal Racing, they've now got Alex out in the car, out in 13th position. Of course, these positions are going to jumble about a bit because
As is P7.
everyone is in and out of the pits swapping their drivers. And that is out for the Crazy Fly RU team. Crazy Fly RU and Crazy Fly EU. That's not on the spotters
Yep.
guide. but
Next
it is
3
down
cars are
at
blue
the bottom.
flags.
The light bulb comes brightly shining on.
P1's
Gareth
out.
coming back out the pits again. That's 2 quick stops. There is an AKN. That's Pete Jeffrey, just running wide in turn 1.
P2's out.
Zofsky still carrying that 15-second
Ooh, that's a
penalty.
pingy mess, isn't it?
McLaren.
Yeah. P3's out.
Sorry, let's just double check who that. Yeah, so Ian Egan has come out for the SOP Motorsports team. I did expect
P4 and P5 are on the move.
I think Nunes started in that car, so there's every chance he's due for pitting.
Szymanski has been replaced by Matt Camelio then.
P4's out. P5's out.
He take the lead, and it's Johan Weiss. Of course, spoke to Johan earlier, and yeah, thank you for all the liveries. I'm glad we got them all sorted. Definitely no
Okay,
need for
P9's in the
Lamborghini,
pit.
but we've got
Oh,
them just
no,
in case.
P9's in
Johan
the
out,
pits.
He is in second, and it's Basil then
Give him
for
a
the
flash.
IND team taking third place at the
one.
moment. Josh Thompson has taken over from Wilmot in the turn 1 team, and Kwiatkowski, has he come back out for a second stint? Ooh. There you go. We've got Bykov now for
That's blue flag
Scuderia,
ahead.
as we mentioned. And then BR Racing Kutsky has taken over there. Drive through for ignoring driver stint time.
Next one is
Wow.
position.
Wow,
Go
wow,
chase
wow.
that fat Bentley ass.
Yeah, Daniel Nunes. So he's gone over his driver stint time, so he's going to get a drive-through penalty for that. That is... Well, that's going to be an issue for him. How's he going to work that? He's going to come into the pits to serve the penalty and then come back out and then come in to do the driver swap. So that's definitely not going to do his finishing position any good at all. Jorge Nunes is taking over from the Ayala Ansu Solo Racing team. He's back out. Henderson's in the pit as well, so he's going to swap for the ISMC team. Reuter's out for Dyer Racing. And he is just... Gorka's just come back out the pits. What? Oh, different Gorka. Sorry, different team.
Just watch you going wide
If
there.
I hadn't muted myself.
It probably would, Billy. It probably would. I thought you'd flushed yourself down there.
I know that's on me.
No,
I've been
no,
here
no.
since we hit the 2-hour mark. I can't believe I've been discussing bloody who was missing.
Oh, goodness me. Love it, Bailey.
Okay, that
love
other
it,
Bentley
love
is
it.
blue
Well,
flag.
I'll tell you what, I will go for a quick comfort break like you've just been. I won't be mute myself when I get back. But yeah, I'll put this on auto. Let's talk us through some of the thoughts that we were missing there and talk us
Come
through
on,
some of the action that pops up on your screen. I'll be back in a second.
Oh.
Coolio. Who's this in the Bentley? Number 567 exiting the pit. Remember, guys, you can jump into the comms box with me and John for an interview. Team representative, or maybe stint want driver, or anyone like that can give us some facts on your race. Jump in the Discord. It's underneath. It's called comms room. There's a waiting room, and I'll drag you in if you're in there. I'll check the chat to see what you guys are saying. So 1 hour down, well, 1 hour and 10 minutes, nearly down. Still 2 hours to go, but we'll see how these drivers take the next 2 hours. Are they going to be seeing it as a bit
Guy
of
behind his position
a bit of a
seems to be pulling
sprint?
away from him.
It's not too long, 2 hours race. We usually do 2 hour races, so it's not too long. And obviously we got the driver swaps to be done. This Audi number 77 has got a lot of damage on the front bonnet, and he's been put under pressure by Pozo in the Aston Martin. I'm sure he'll get the move done on the main straight. Sorry, the Audi driver just coming over to the middle of the track, back onto the racing line. In the slipstream is the Aston Martin. He's going to send it down the inside in turn 1. Yes, he is. Space was given. What the heck happened then? That may have been a disconnection. Can't see anything. He just went a bit wide, maybe. Or it was a lag, and
in the pits.
he didn't. He actually just
P7, 4
on the track
seconds
the
up the
time.
road.
And the Ferrari driver number 16 in 26th
the quickest at the
position,
moment.
14-second gap to Pozo, who is there, who now
Except
doesn't
the guy
have
behind that did a quicker
number
lap.
7 behind him.
Put it for now, please, huh?
Hello.
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 Something went on there, John. I'm not too sure what. If it was a connection issue or something.
Right,
I'm looking at number 77. Looking for 77.
Car number 77. I don't see. Oh, there. David Macaretto for the Industrial Light and Magic.
That's right.
Oofed.
Yeah.
That's an oofed moment. That car is dented.
Yes, he was. Ever since you handed over the controls, he has been a bit dented.
Ah, okay. So not sure what happened there.
Very strange.
Yeah, Nunez is
carrying a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot.
That's a lot of damage. Let's have a look.
Just a reminder, also, guys watching in the chat, you've got the
P10 looks to be
spotter's
on a bit of a
guide
charge
in
at
the
the minute.
bottom right corner. You can see all the cars, all the liveries, all the names, the drivers, all the numbers. Tell us what your favourite car livery is, especially if we're on it on screen and then it goes and you can't remember what it looked like. You can have a look on the cars going on a slideshow.
Yes, we've got MYK Red 95. Thank you for the follow as well. We're racking up the follows today. Welcome everyone. Of course, the Discord link is in the chat. We'll get everything uploaded to YouTube as well. We've got Twitter and the Facebook if you do the social medias, and I haven't done the Instagram thing yet because I know everyone loves the old Instagram, but we'll get that one done as well.
Okay, there's a car dead at turn 1.
And yes,
he's moving back on track now.
Link for the spotters guide. If I put it in the chat there, people can open it up and they can get the.
He's on the left-hand side. If you go down,
the link for
just
that.
be careful.
I am going to grab Kieran Clifford
waiting.
He's just made a mistake of jumping in the chat to say hi, which means he's probably keen to be our first person interviewed. Kieran, if you want to jump into the waiting to interview, that would be fab. And we'll see how the first stint went for Team RTS and what the chance is of me getting Baz and Jixer in here when you guys finish in the top 10. Come on, Team RTS. I'm not biased, you are. How is Baz getting on? In fact, I did say if you want to watch Baz, I'm not joking, he is, yeah, he's a really quick and smooth and clean driver. And
Twitchy,
That's a horrible little bump there.
All kinds of pressure under the Butler Pal Motorsport Bentley here. He's in that McLaren, he's got it dialed in, already in the 2-minute ones.
Yeah, guy behind's done two sub 201s in a row.
And while he's on
trying to do as best I can.
Yeah, you don't. What I mean is you don't have to fight him if he's coming through. You can.
I think he's faster than me.
Yeah. Endurance event. He was the first person to ever broadcast an SOP.
Let him carve the way. He might take a few cars out.
He's completed his first stint in his first race for the SOP GT World Challenge.
Because the gap then to the next car is 7 seconds.
So. Clifford, how we doing, bud?
Hello, John. Very well.
No harm.
Well. I know it was the first.
Both cars in front, our position.
Quite everybody's favourite.
And Hughes is very slow compared to you.
Yeah, but we've only had 2. I can't remember who the other one was, so you must have been.
I think he's had an issue because he's. I mind you, his best lap's only a 1.2.
So, how was your first stint, mate?
Good, yeah. We qualified P25, I think.
Yes.
There was a couple of incidents. I think we managed to.
He might be fuel saving for the hour and a half because there's only 2-man team.
First lap or two. But yeah, really happy. Got up to P14. And yeah, good stint. I can't be happy with the first stint.
Excellent. You've got Baz out in the car at the moment. I don't think it would be too much of an overstatement to say he's probably about the quickest out of the 3 of you. Is he?
I think we've been in practice. We've been quite close. All around about the sort of the mid 2 minutes for quali anyway. Race pace, high 21s, 201s, and maybe to mid 202s sort of thing. But yeah, we're doing enough to keep it on the track. Keep it consistent. Not lightning pace, but
he's gone wide.
To finish first, you must first finish.
Indeed.
And we've got Baz on screen at
the
moment.
Go on, dive into him, don't he? Not you, in.
Piling the pressure on.
He's gone for it.
Racing Bentley. Love to see it.
So
going forward, obviously, it's going to be Jixer taking stint number 3. You'll be very confident with that. What do you see as being a real? I mean, I know Jixer was.
Hughes is currently a second lap slower.
Finishing position, but at the moment, top 10.
He's so early on the brakes.
No.
Oh, he's run outside. I tell you what, Kieran. You're here.
Yeah, just watch him into the chicane then.
He's not managed it. Ooh, the hairpin there.
Yeah,
just watch the rubber banding, dude.
He is rubber banding like mad.
I mean, don't
tuck in behind him.
Past the Bentleys, as soon as you're past, they've then got the slip, and it's you're in the same
Did I hit him?
situation.
Yeah, no, kind of.
It's quite difficult to pull away. But Baz has done really well. He's got into the car. Those first couple of laps on the.
Did I hit him?
He kind of bounced off you, but it might have been a thingy thing.
Thingy thing, yeah.
The first section is not the nice. It's probably the worst first section actually.
I didn't mean to hit him about him.
That you can.
No.
That you can have.
Yeah, it's not flashing or anything, so.
It's.
Let him fight with
really well.
Danny Luck.
Really well.
Yep, he certainly is. Bailey, any questions you'd like to throw Kieran's way?
How much is... if there's any connection issues on track that we've been seeing, has it been affecting you?
You can catch... You can catch the coochie.
Particularly when you're within a tenth or two, that you do see there's a wee bit of movement, lag from other cars. I don't think it's any particular car. I think it's...
Well, no damage.
It's
I don't think it touched.
Car,
I think it was a
mix, yeah.
It's not
a pingy thing.
Too bad. It's not too bad.
Going for a wee break.
The latency is a bit high, but yeah, it's certainly drivable.
Cool.
Nice one. So you are now team manager spotter role. So does that mean you're going to disappear off?
Too early on the brakes.
Cook, feast yourself, or are you going to be the consummate professional?
Slow in, fast
guide
out.
Your team home, Kieran.
Well, I'm going to step away for 5 minutes and feed some of the family.
Okay, yep, yeah, I suppose then, you need to do that now and again.
Yeah, I know. I'll be back into to spot and to cheer on.
Excellent.
But, yeah, no, we're having a great time, and it's it's been a fantastic afternoon so far.
Apexes and exits, as Jim would say.
MSX is saying hi to you in the chat as well, so
Trying.
love to see that as well. But yes, we will let you disappear off, feed the family.
I tried that slow in, fast out to the missus. She asked me why I'm a fucking rocker racing car.
It just made a popping noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will do. Will do.
Perfect.
Thanks, Miss Bailey.
Cheers, Kieran. Catch you later, mate.
I know.
There we go then. Kieran Clifford, team.
Just gonna go on mute while I have my lunch.
Good like that, dude. Good gap behind. Good catch in front.
The pressure onto Watala just in front of him.
Coming up to some
speaking
blue
of
flags.
all the pressure, Daniluk has actually just got the move done on Connor Hughes for the AKM team. So Connor in 10th. Daniluk just on the exit to the last corner there. Drag race slipstream engaged along the start-finish straight. He finds himself moving up a position. Jacob, I'm not even trying that again. Creative EU team, Creative Aves team. He's all over the back of Thompson, who's taken over, of course, from Wilmot. Still battling out for top 5 positions there. And the Creative Aves
P11's just died behind you.
Inside of the
And the guy in front, it's gone farming too.
Yeah, just watch him coming back on.
And that is job done then. Thompson doesn't do too much defending then. I think perhaps he realises he's up against a
just watch his braking.
driver. No point in battling when your race is further down or up.
The guy up in front, stay left, stay left.
On the pit stop. So we've definitely had everyone do one driver swap. Bailey, an hour and 42 in. And still all very, very, very close right through the field.
Yeah, extremely close, and that's something I wasn't expecting. And maybe it's just like we were saying earlier about people saying, or at least some drivers, some teams saying that 3 hours is kind of short. Maybe the 3 hours is so short that these guys are prepared to battle.
A costly lap,
hanging out for the whole.
but no damage.
Stick up
Good.
Out the inside a few corners, but you know they're still
Danny
very
looks back on
close.
a charge.
If you look at the track map, unfortunately you can't see who's a back marker and whatnot. They are scattered all over the place, but you know there's at least 10 groups of cars following each other for position.
Hopefully the pair of them do one.
Right through the whole field. Of course, Camelio.
Nope, going for a move.
He is still well and truly off.
This could end in tears, so just watch yourself, dude.
Actually, Adrian should be watching because he's not in the car anymore. Adrian, the
there you go.
waiting to interview box is open, bud.
That's gifted me a position because 473 is going to get a penalty for that.
Suggested we do this, even though we did it in the last race. But yeah, the waiting. So jump in.
Yeah.
Let us know.
P9 on your backside.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just driven their first stint again.
Yeah, he might struggle to gap him, so
interview box if you and come in.
Don't feel bad about letting him through.
And let's not have too much complaining if there has been incidents. We've got stewards looking at it. So yeah, just come in and let us know. If you do want to get involved, like I say in the chat, come in and say hi to me and Bailey. Come and cheer on your team. There's a waiting to interview voice channel in the Discord group under the PC Enduro Championship. So feel free to jump in and say hi. It is, as we have mentioned, it is a 5-race championship. And the tracks that we've got, of course, we're here at Suzuka. We've got 6 hours of Kyalami, then Spa, and then the Nürburgring.
They're all shaking like they have Parkinson's disease.
And of course, we'll finish it with 3 hours at Barcelona. So hopefully no front left tyres explode there. Open.
Blue flag's just gone off ahead.
That's always the key. See homeschool, I still remember. I'm sure Jixer does too. He'll be next out on track for the RTS team. Still got a few people cheering.
Yeah, when your best lap's a 2:04, just park it up.
And still just over half of the race to go, so we've still got a lot of pit stops still to come. And still a lot of cars very, very, very close to one another. 12.4 seconds, so the gap is decreasing between second and first. Here's McLaren very quickly getting out of the way. This battle for top 10. Daniluk is the man pressing on Abrin Hosa for TeamAbby Racing.
That back marker got nicely out the way.
He did. He did.
Pronounced that right. I really hope that is pronounced Kutsuke because he's one of my favourite DJs.
We've got someone in the waiting room, by the way, John. I'll drag in.
Oh, it's Hayden.
Yeah.
Once you clear this guy in front, P6 is a little bit up the road.
Yeah, go on, Bailey, bring him in.
Cool.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good afternoon, my friend. How are you getting on?
18 just got a penalty.
Doing all right.
Doing okay. Interesting first stint in the Industrial Night and Magic Audi. How did it go
definitely
for you?
Good. It was definitely definitely a little touchy within those 1 or 2 tenths with the lag and all that, but good overall. Grip feels good. Feels like a good race after the lap 1 chaos there.
Good stuff, good stuff. So you've got a 3-man team racing with you today. So is that your racing duties over, or are you planning on sneaking back into the car and putting in a few more laps before the end?
That's my stint for the day.
Nice.
We got David and Chris following up, and yeah, hopefully going a little bit faster than me, but we'll get there.
Listen, we were just saying to Kieran, to finish first, you must first finish. It's not
Absolutely.
always about the pace. It's all about getting to the end. Not many Audis in the championship. We actually got a lot of love in the chat. A few guys who were actually disappointed. They didn't think there was an Audi, but you've gone for the Audi. The only Audi in the field.
They're really going to town. They're giving 15 seconds. 101.
Race in, or have you specifically picked that for this series?
So ironically, all 3 of us kind of have a different favorite car, and we couldn't really pick one. We ended up putting it up to a straw poll to our friend group, and that was the winner.
Wow.
So it's David's car to pick for sure, but we stuck to it and we hopped on, and I don't know if
good midfield race this
series, but right now we're
nicely
finding
matched.
a little bit of pace. We're having some fun with it, so good to try everything, right?
Yeah, it definitely is, and that is absolutely brilliant. What a way to pick your car. Yeah, we couldn't decide. The 3 of us all drive differently. We'll let our friends decide. Why?
Yeah, everyone thought
they all voted with your best interests at heart.
Everyone thought the Audi was pretty, so we ran it. We're having fun.
Yeah,
I'm doing all right in a car I've never driven.
So, as a team, have you done a lot of events before, or are you relatively new to the endurance scene? And what is your take on? We've had a few drivers saying 3 hours is a bit of a short race. Some are saying, oh, quite
P10 seems to be catching slightly.
What's your take on the length of race?
So our first event as a team, actually, we entered into an RCI 10 hours of Suzuka one-off, and it was let's try this. Let's see if it works. So that was our first experience, was 10 hours, and then we got into this and we're like, 3 hours, that's really short.
You're not going into the interview room?
That's going to be a quickie. So, but yeah, I think the 6 hours will probably fall into that nice middle ground of, won't consume the whole day, but long enough to have some fun and make up some positions if there's some mistakes. So
I don't want
you can really get
You're the spokesman.
The 6 hours seems to be.
You're the granddad.
Absolutely.
I'm eating.
Team manager.
Last question from me.
Go be the Toto.
5 absolutely.
I was going to say the Gunther Steiner, but okay.
You really have treated 2 drivers nicely. Out of 5 of them, is there
the eccentric old man.
I'll go back to my dinner.
One of your favourites? Is there any favourite tracks in there for you?
Personally, I'm a huge fan of Kyalami. I don't know exactly why it seemed to work for me, but out of all the other tracks on the circuit, that's the one that for me it came very naturally, and I'm naturally pretty quick on that track, so should be fun. I'm looking
Bentley's
forward to
got
that.
legs, man.
There's always some very chaotic overtakes in that track, so should be good.
Oh, turn 1 at Kyalami. Wow. 5 wide, 5 wide entrance, 2 wide exit. It's
Oh, it'll be good.
Yes, it will.
It'll be fun.
Seeing an overtake. Oh, Brown going up inside. Bailey, any questions you'd like to throw at Mr.
There's no way to stick it in here.
Have a lot of
putting good pressure on those, dude.
Perhaps.
Of course. What's the current vibe like in the
Watch
team?
you don't end up in the back of him.
Talking constantly?
Yeah, he's like left, right, glitching all over the road.
Like I said, we're fairly new to the whole endurance scene.
No.
So, we set our goal at, let's finish the race and not be dead last, and anything above that is just
coming from
golden road for
other cars.
So, as long as it all moves up, and we seem to have a pretty okay start to the race, sitting mid-pack right now, so we keep putting along.
Time to make a pass.
Yeah.
You are catching a back marker 4 seconds up the road.
Well, Mr. Harter, thank you very much for taking time to jump in. Thank you for your team as well for signing up, and yeah, I hope you have as much fun on track as we're having watching it. Yeah, best
I don't know if the guy behind is taking the best of his tyres.
Best of luck for the rest of the season. Oh,
or is he just giving himself some break?
And I'll get your livery fixed for next time. I've no idea.
So you might just be seeing what you make of this guy,
I can see
hoping
the
you take each other out.
livery with all the logo, but for some reason it's come up black. So
doesn't know that I'm a clean driver.
For the
Sounds good.
Definitely.
It's hard to overtake you anyway.
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, thank you
Bloody
very much.
hard.
Take it easy. Well, there we go then. Another competitor, the Industrial Light and
I'm close.
Audi, the only Audi on, and there we go. They picked it because their friends picked it.
Limits.
How was that
That's
for dedication to the race? That's brilliant, isn't it, Bailey? That's the thing there. We couldn't decide. 3 completely different drivers.
Guy behind.
Yeah, let's just let everyone else make that decision for us.
That's a good one.
That is a good
chance to extend a bit.
And it was good to get an answer to that question we were saying as well.
So he may have taken some out of the tyres.
Guys in the chat were saying, oh, it's 10 hours long. Sorry, it's the 3 hours isn't long, it's just the sprint race. And there we go. So the drivers, their first ever endurance race was a 10-hour race. So yeah, the 6 hour looks like it could be the sweet spot. But yeah, certainly for an opener, 3 hours of Suzuka. Certainly proving to be more than entertaining here. I'm looking up and I'm just stalling here. I'm trying to look up and down the timing board to find a battle to settle on, but there's Tolsma has just been overtaken by the Bentley. He's trying to close back down. In fact, he's all over the back, and I genuinely feel like I'm being overly biased, but they are the 2 closest drivers on track. Definitely not so in favourites, he says, with the least straightest face ever. Team Racing EU still in the pits, and we've got another one that's dropped out. We've got 2 that have dropped out. So that's going to cause. Gorka's still on track over Tom. Oh, 15-second penalty for car number 99, causing a collision. That is De Vries in the Perfect Storm Racing team. Of course, with an Australian flag there.
The ping is worse around the corners, isn't it?
You may well feel.
What's that, sorry?
So the ping's worse around the corners. It kind of flips you all over the place trying to guess what angle the car's at.
Yeah.
I did get distracted. How's Ian Egan getting on? Ooh, so the SOP McLaren is closing in on the RTS McLaren. Wow. Ian, you're putting me in a difficult position. You saved my driving career with your wheel settings.
Made a few mistakes to slap.
My team's car, Bailey.
It's all right. Potential mishap in the next lap too with the blue flag.
You and I could be at loggerheads before the end of this broadcast.
No, we're mutual. We don't see teams. We don't see logos. We only see a car. We only see a car, and then we celebrate afterwards.
That's the one. That's exactly the one. GT Charlie, Audi. Yep, there you go, bud. So that is why the Audi got picked. Oh, in fact, there is 2 Audis.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there is. There's 2 Audis. What is there? 2 or 3 Audis and 1 BMW.
77, 74.
Yeah, so there's David that's out at the moment. As I say, his car should be all bright and pink. I actually want to go into I want to back out the game and go into my menus just so you can
Up it.
the car. I checked them all.
Turn your pig.
Make them work. Butters for the Seawolf team in 25th. Okay, so he is actually quite close. But there's a bit spread out. But yeah, so the Seawolf net race team, and they've got a really nice livery as well, actually.
It'd be great to have another team in. I've got a few questions lined up.
Yeah, anybody else wants to jump into the waiting to interview room? If you're in a 2-man or a 3-man team, if you're waiting to jump in, if you've already done your stint, come and say hi. It's relatively painless. Bailey pushes a lot of buttons. I ask a lot of questions. Bailey asks some questions, and then you can go back to reality.
They don't.
So yeah, give us a shout. Remember, it's there. Waiting to interview. Jump in, say hello. Give us a hi in the chat as well. Coker Live. Show P5 battle will emerge. Ooh, some insider information. Is that? Oh yeah, Creative Aves, of course, up 4 positions. He's got Bykov in front of him, who has taken over from Gorka. And Basil is taken over from Ivanov then. And Weiss, of course, for Hillbrand. Coming past some back markers. Thompson in the turn 1, Aston trying to close up. Ooh, and he's lost that on the egg.
Off race distance.
To the last chicane, the last curve there, not what he was expecting. Lit up the back tyres a little bit too much.
Just under 37 minutes stint time left.
Breathing space there. Robison in the mid-pack drivers club. He is determined now to get past the Garage 59 driver of Sonji Bai. More Aston on Aston. Every place you look, there's an Aston next to another Aston, apart from Assuming 23rd.
Now P1's at the
Ferrari,
hairpin.
the only two Audis, and then a Bentley and more Astons. So definitely been the most popular car. This one here, though, is still looking very interesting. Although Kowalski again, he's closed right back up again. So I think he's definitely got more pace than Bykov in front of him. Can he get the move done though? That is the question. As Kieran was saying, it's one thing getting an overtake done here, but you do instantly let the driver behind straight back into the slipstream. So it just presents a whole different kettle of fish for you to deal with. And I tell you what, TeamAbby are looking like they're about to get done here by Daniluk coming through the Degnas. Oh,
he's close to the move now.
Another hairpin move here, perhaps, Bailey?
Another hairpin move. Who wouldn't want it? He's looking for the inside. He's definitely looking for the inside. But the Aston Martin doing exactly what he should do. Just moving to the middle of the circuit. Works every time. Unless the person behind misses the brake.
Driving, dude.
Thanks, man.
Very true. He didn't that time.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, there's no need to let the guy behind us past.
Running, and that battle again for 5th. Oh,
no.
And he's got the move done. Bykov.
Charge seems to have disappeared.
Of Kowalski. How is that happening? He's in 4th now.
I think this guy in front should potentially get a drive-through. Or a penalty, of a time penalty.
Depends if they report him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did he hit someone off?
Yeah.
One of the back markers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused by that. So is it Bykov that's dropped 2 positions? Or has he just dropped 1 to Kowalski, sorry? Yeah, he has. And Bezo is still in 3rd. So yeah, the battle for 5th did happen, and it was a very, very quick overtake indeed. Still looks like there's going to be action with Tolsma down in 16th. Oh no, the Butler Pal car is getting out into the lead, and Ian Egan has taken them both. Wow, so we really have been missing the action then. Was there an incident? Let me just see. Accident 101, 123, 78. No.
Yeah, if you end up going wide through them S's, it doesn't have to kill your time, doesn't it?
Together there, but Ian Egan has massively closed that gap and put the move on both Tolsma and Watsky then, so he is absolutely flying in that McLaren. He's got Ryan Brown as the driver he's now going to catch, so that's a great step.
Oh, what a bad...
He's absolutely nailing these
slow down
in the McLaren. So there we go, Bailey. That saved me and you falling out over the 2 McLarens then. Ian Egan getting paid to that one and taking 2 places.
Nearly ascend.
And he's up to 14th now. So that's
coming up quick to another blue flag.
From the SOP McLaren.
Yeah, and he looks like he's going to get through a back marker as well. I think we love to see drivers get into that zone.
P1 is across the line.
They feel like they can.
Is P1 near us?
Move on, make
no, it's across the line. P2's just across the line now.
In the way.
Yeah. So P1's on the road going around the first set of corners.
I think P2's catching him though. The gap seems to have come down.
The McLaren, he might
Johannes
disagree with
in
me
the car
and say he's struggling with it, but it looks like he's enjoying
P3
it.
to us is not that far away.
We haven't seen. At least we haven't been on board with any drivers that seem to be struggling with their car.
Yeah, I don't think I've got more pace than this though, to be honest.
About the guys in the Audi team, you know, they didn't know what car to pick. They did a bit of a fun one and asked their friends to choose. There's a vote. They voted for the Audi. They got the Audi.
Guy,
look where they are. Look where they're running, and they're enjoying. That's all that matters.
Blue flaggers, though.
That's
car coming out the pit stop, Mike.
Yeah. 2 blue flags in front now.
Drive through penalty then, and there he goes. If to prove it, I've put on auto and it's still.
That worked well for P7.
Didn't it?
I want to tell you, that's the Aves racing team in the Creative Aves in the background as well. Baz has a look coming into
this fucking ping is terrible.
Close right in here. Oh, has to
get out the way.
Right there. Creative Aves is going to gobble that one up. Side by side into the last chicane. He's going to defend that position. Takes the curb absolutely beautifully then. Watala watching this all in his rear view mirror, Tolsma defending.
Come on, left, you fucking bell end.
A little bit wide on the exit. Wrong car. Sorry, I'm not going to brutaliser name with Arkin Esports first. Oh,
That's a blue flag in front as well.
It's the Butler Pal Racing that we're still on board with.
Now
5 seconds down.
Oh, and he got in the way of the other guy.
He really has gotten his finger out.
He pulled right in front of him.
Up the track.
They were all over the road.
Tolsma now stuck firmly in this
with their ping.
For 15th, 16th,
It's terrible.
17th.
This is the worst race I've been in with ping. Never been this bad.
Driving standards, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ping's pretty bad.
But like normally, what you see is cars get disqualified for bad ping.
Yeah. Especially on a paid service.
Further up the field, of course, qualified.
It's gonna be. I think there'll be a few complaints after.
Drivers for that team. Oh, we've got some action in the background as well.
As long as they're worded well.
Going for it this time. He's dropped the penalty that he had.
Could be listened to. People just fucking bitch and moan and call them all dickheads for being a shit
very,
thing.
Very honest indeed. In fact,
the message doesn't quite get across, does it?
This is a lap car in the background of these two then. So it is Naz Adati. Oh,
right, 20 minutes to go.
Actually. Oh no, so Paraka.
How much fuel? 45 litres.
So sorry, yeah,
130 to the end.
Marker. Past the back marker. Daniel looks off into the distance. And I think that's Nunez in the background. This is where it gets all kinds of fun and crazy for you and I, Bailey. Oh, Kowalski. I see, look at this.
Give it a couple of laps and I'll be able to work it out. Because it's just maxing at the tank.
Yeah, still this battle
at the minute.
Third place. This one's been raging pretty much since the start of the race, Bailey, and we're going at the hairpin once again with them all very close.
Yeah, very close, but
catching more back markers pretty quick.
Pressure. Was that a back marker getting out of the way, I hope?
Blue flag.
Okay, cool. I saw the dust. Saw the dust.
Well, coming into Spoon then, he's still holding on to 4th place.
That's one of them.
Is Basil, was Bykov dropped it?
He's just completely let that other guy through.
Oh, he's gone up the inside. Didn't even see that move there. He got a much better entrance into Spoon and he's gone up the inside at Spoon. Completely through the blind spot there. So he's got the move done before 130R. Absolutely cracking. If he can get him out, the slipstream is going to be nigh on impossible through here. He runs himself a bit wide.
I wasn't sure what he was doing.
No.
Bykov then,
I just lost it on the brakes. I hope I don't get a penalty for that.
For what? You didn't hit him.
In front of him, sorry. He's got a back marker to deal with going into turn 1. So
that was a Nelson on that chick the other day.
It's the IDV team now chasing.
Yeah, that car's not stopping now.
Helicam not quite as high at this track as you would like.
She's locking up.
Perhaps. Can't quite
a little bit.
How close I don't
yeah,
go.
maybe ABS 3.
So they're all past the back marker. He's getting himself out the way. That battle will continue then. Let's see how it's going on there. And again, you jump onto the cars that are the closest on track. And it is Baz Tolma, 16th position at the moment. Still the sandwich in the middle here, or the filling in the middle of the sandwich. I tell you what, Bailey, it takes some amount of precision to be driving for this long in the slipstream around corners like this. I mean, 130R in the slipstream, the car in front, the extra speed you carry. Oh, he's going up the inside, Bailey.
The next two blue flags up the road are battling for position.
Move around the outside.
Right
is that
on each
back
other.
marker or is that all for position?
That's all for position.
Wow. Are you sure?
Absolutely, 100% positive, mate. Tolls was just,
so,
yeah, with Tala
I see it, there we go, yep. Jumped up.
So he, I tell you what, Creative Aves is coming straight back at him though in turn 1. He's run a bit wide. So is the Butler team car. Tolsma then, he was in the middle of this. He's got himself right up in the front. And he's put Gronka into the middle then. Ian Egan ahead of him. Creative, oh, I tell you what, that's a lot of rear end slide there. That's going to cost him big time. I don't know why it's just jumped onto Weiss. Probably because he's just passed the pits and we've got a car in there. That's what happens. Let's get back on board with this battle that's still commencing though. Butler, Pal and Creative Aves are now the ones chasing the RTS team.
Track temperatures at 31.
Wobble there. through the Degnas, coming into the hairpin. Oh,
one of the two blue flags out the way.
Tighter line and exit.
Killed each other going into 130R.
Once again.
Or whatever it's called.
And again, on the Dash Pro cam from the Butler Pal car. And we can see this battle up ahead. Oh, who's getting this one, Bailey?
I'm not too sure. There's a bit of touching, a bit of door bashing, a bit of wheel bashing. Bentley conceded. Is he going to be flashing his lights?
We're not lucky with blue flags, are we?
To flash your lights. He's got an extremely fast car though in the Bentley.
Pull a gap to bloody Danny behind us and then
crash.
Blue flag.
That's a big crash. How on earth did?
And it's always around, yeah.
Without being touched. Jump on board with those guys, John, from the helicam.
Yeah.
Wow. Another crash on the way to 130R.
I think he's hoping he can let you by on the run to the hairpin.
So I didn't see 100% what happened, but yeah, a bit of a coming together at 130R, and that's Tolsma and Gronka that have lost the places. And Watala for Butler Pal cruises off through the carnage, finds himself comfortably in 15th then, and he's not got any battles to worry about. Let's have a look at Industrial, Night and Magic.
He was making sure he followed through, wasn't
he?
Yeah.
Jesus.
There was a diving off.
In the Audi, so the Audi's running 25.
I'm me.
Is back in the pits. This will be for a driver swap. Has to be.
I was catching the Bentley.
Although with an hour and 17 to go, he's going to.
The Bentley is getting so lucky with these blue flags.
Now.
Yeah.
Yes, shortly.
Yeah, that should be his last.
It's going to hit another one.
Potentially be
if
his
they don't
lift.
lift.
That'll be his only one then. Whoever comes into the car will simply need to drive through the pits. In 65 minutes to clear it and
which means they're going to stay in front of you. Lol.
Yeah.
He stayed in the car.
Hopefully you can catch him for the straight.
His teammate couldn't connect. That could be what it is. That could be what it is. I did see one of the drivers had a problem with his teammate connecting, so that could be what it is. So if it is, that means he's running the whole race himself. That's that's some commitment. Let's have a check up at the front, and I'll tell you what, we've missed out on this, Bailey. Camelio. I did say that Weiss was showing some pace against Camelio.
So there's two more between P7 and 6.
Right in his back pocket now. Yeah, the Lexus.
And you are catching P6 and 5 and 3 and 4.
Out of a P1. Yes.
Not fast enough though.
Yeah, so Matt Camelio in the SOP.
No, but
Ferrari.
we've got a star driver to go, yeah.
Certainly not with the livery, but you know it's pink and you know it's SOP. And
the speed of the operation.
Weiss in the Lexus, putting a lot of pressure on. What caused these guys to come so
with
close,
one
John?
cat track
pure pace from
to his credit.
Weiss?
Pure pace from Weiss
in the bank.
Okay, so he's
the blue flag ahead.
Get the move done this lightly. Is that lag or?
And another one coming up.
Back and forth from the Lexus driver, not going to be alongside. He's going to have to be patient. Going to have to wait. Possibly runs a bit wide.
Boy, done good.
And the gap opens up.
Considering he's fighting with a poker.
When did? Oh, you can't tell us when Camelio came in, can you?
The moment, no. He came in at the same
big clear track in front of P7 now to P6.
15-second lead.
Did he?
It was about 15 seconds, yeah. That was.
It's called 100% as Parkinson's disease.
So was there a mistake?
Well, Weiss has been showing some
shaking like a shitting dog.
Cracking lap times.
Does it look like Camelio is slightly struggling with the tyres, maybe?
Oh, P1 and 2 are together now.
Something is not quite doing what the Lexus is doing through the corners, but
they are close.
The Lexus is extremely good around corners. 1 hour 14 minutes to go. Camelio's got a lot of pressure.
Johannes Weiss is quick. You caught the Bentley, good job.
5/10 of the gap. You can't. That's the problem with a race with.
The tyres at 20 dry.
At the end, but it's 1 hour and 14 minutes to go. You can't. There's no chance.
As of now, it's got 120 liters.
Keep a car behind.
Yeah,
when
116 is needed.
It's too exhausting. And even with the person attacking, you start to get tired. Thinking of moves, thinking of.
So don't do it yet. You're busy fighting. You've got half an hour, 20 minutes, sorry, in the spin. So there's time.
Make the jump to come in, create that gap, and it'll start again. The only thing that will bring these two cars apart is a mistake. And and you don't want to wish that on any of the drivers. You just want to wish clean racing, a clean move, and we'll see how the race progresses from there.
Yes, indeed. Definitely want
and also
to see
just
on you go.
one thing to add, if we do have a SOP representative jump into the interview, give us some information on maybe if Camilio is struggling with the car in some sort of way, if he's got damage, is this something exactly that's happened, or just tell us in the Twitch chat if you can't join the interview.
Yeah, remember the way to interview is open for anybody that wants to jump in. We're still watching this battle for the lead of the race, hour and 13 minutes in. FFC Shadow Lancer is cheering on Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
More of that, please.
Paraka. Which Ryan are you cheering on, bud? Give us a car number, Badger's dad, and we'll get them on screen. Golang on top. Thank you very much for the follow. And Rolf Stonebridge. Rolf Stonebridge.
Now we're fine.
Thank you for the follow.
Final warning.
Welcome along.
Sorry,
welcome. We are almost.
I thought I lifted enough.
To the 3-hour event we've got on, the opening race in the SOP GT World Challenge Series. Just to say that, we're going to see a move before the Degnas. What is the Helicam doing? He's lost his mind, and Camelio has lost the lead of the race. It's Johannes Weiss for Butler Pal Racing in the Lexus, who has taken the lead. Oh, I'd love to get my hands on some of these drivers in the interview booth. I can't believe Adrian's not in here, by the way. Adrian Borden, get yourself into...
Another blue flag coming up.
Yes, that is a very important move, MSX. It really, really is an important move. Another... Oh, N. Hillbrand. Oh, there we go. Hello, Nicholas. Great first stint, my friend, and your teammate is doing you absolutely...
Okay, dude, you're going to have to get the next exit spot on. That's the chance you're going to get against him.
So looking very, very good for the Butler Pal Motorsport.
Watch you wide.
Here in the opening race. And the SOP GT World Challenge Endurance Series. We're going to chuck that pen at the end. Bykov still hanging on.
Okay, blue flag is...
To the Creative Avis team.
Pulling over.
He
is, he's on the left.
He runs himself a little bit wide through Spoon, so compromised exit. Going to see a gap open up back there. Ian Egan still running in 14th. Baz is in 17th. I think I did see a little jiggle.
So that's it. We got no more track limits.
No. Off track. Gronka in the Creative Aves team 16th.
You better drive clean now.
Running in.
So this is status normal for me.
Status quo.
This is Sprint Cup all over again.
Yeah.
Running in 30th position at the moment. Some decent comparable lap times. Craig Hunter's out for the 118 racing team. And there is Dakota Yancey out for Sideways Racing. Look, Sherlock's getting some love in the chat.
At least we know we're fairly competitive.
Racing team. With some great pace in the opening exchanges. And that driver's dropped.
Hard when you're already on 2.
For the Dyer Racing team. He's now come out to take his stint. Daniel Nunes is back in the pits. Oh, there's Huckabee Brown, of course, AKM driver. He's out at the moment. De Vries is just pulled over to let some quicker cars pass. Tom Gorka, as we mentioned, slipstream driver. Not here. We'll have the brain. Okay, have all they all dropped out? No, Jorge Nunes is still here. Obviously, that's a great livery as well. And I'm not sure. Oh, yep, we've still got Erdman in the pits. I think that's the McLaren that retired. Alan Andrews is gone as well. So yeah, 39 drivers left on. Sorry, 39 cars left on track, which potentially means another 39 drivers.
Okay, so you're overfueled by about 8 litres.
9 minutes left, and it's
not the end of the world if you leave it as is.
Right through the field for most of the positions. Let's do some Bailey Cam. We'll jump on board, but
then your fuel usage is lower than normal.
Bailey, if you want to talk us through this, I am going to quickly reignite my love affair with my coffee machine. I will be back in 3 minutes, my friend. It's all yours.
Cool. I'm on board again with an Aston Martin driver. Lovely. And as we discussed earlier, Camilio is dropped down to second position in the McLaren. 3 second gap now. So Wace is really in the zone, extremely fast, and is looking to take the win for his team. I think I'm right in saying
the lead has changed.
That he'll have to change driver, or that team will have to change driver soon. As we come up to the hour mark, each team has the 65 minutes stint, and I believe, what's the gap between third and second? That might answer.
Well, major ping.
The problem with Camilio, or if he's struggling with the car in some sort of way.
I don't want to hit him because of ping. That'll be really unfair.
Battle go on. Aston Martin versus Bentley.
It looked like you went into the back of him. Obviously, it was just.
I can't change the camera angle, but you can see the Aston Martin.
Got 5-5 has just got a
1-3-2.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone ahead.
Lurking in the background, actually getting even closer and gaining quite a lot of time on the driver we're on board with as they go through. And the Bentley slightly wide, taking a bit more curb.
And another one there.
Means. And again, both cars actually getting a bit of a swapper on, and
car off on
in the steering angle as the car going off is that
not position though, sadly.
Did look like a McLaren, so I believe that's a back marker. Hopefully that wasn't a crash of some sort. It's number 117. Can't see it in front of me, and still through Spoon following each other. Bentley versus Aston Martin for 7th position. So
how much fuel to the end, chaps?
The order
105
as they come down towards
the moment.
Yeah.
A little weave from the Bentley driver.
P-brake.
Just making sure that he doesn't
get your shit together.
Slipstream effect.
You've got about 15 minutes.
Before 130. We have seen a few drivers make contact. Entering 130 trying to make an overtaking 130 Bit later on the brakes this time from the Aston Martin drivers. They head down towards the start-finish line. And we're going to probably see the Bentley driver move over to the middle and back to the racing line. Not yet. Bentley's so quick in a straight line,
behind us.
The slipstream just helping the Aston Martin driver keep close as he moves to the look down the inside. Sometimes that is a tactic to put the driver you are trying to overtake off slightly. You can make them panic, maybe, that you're going to dive bomb into turn 1. But these drivers are smart enough not to do it.
He's faster than us through here, but then
driver, we know the Bentley
I seem to get better exit than him right at the top.
Well balanced car in general, but did look like he's struggling slightly with the
guy behind just pushing again.
And
that's both of them.
1-3-2 in the rear view, getting even closer this time, much closer. The gap is no way that is 5. Yeah, there we go, 3/10 for each driver.
You're coming up quick to another blue flag.
And we'll see if this battle continues. I'm sure it will.
It's fucking hard work, isn't it?
Come out on top.
Yeah. I'm racing two cars that are
Adati in number 47.
Fairly similar pace. And this guy in front is driving fantastic.
No, not sorry.
And the ping is hard work.
Yeah. Dan and Luke get
it's not after distraction.
The 7th, depending on any mistakes that are in the near lap.
I want to message this guy after the race and say fantastic battle.
Back mark, I'm not too sure. Number 95, no, that's a back marker. I'll check the chat. I can't see anyone in the waiting room, so no one is looking for an interview. That's the closest they've been through 130 so far. Nearing the 1 hour mark. And it'll be interesting to see how these drivers take a 1 hour stint. Of course.
Yeah, there's a blue flag for a blue flag in front.
Teams with 3 as we come over to the. So we are weaving slightly to grab the slipstream off a back marker there from the Bentley driver. And he's used it to his advantage. All inside
the next blue flag to hit the McLaren. Best lap is a 203.8.
Oh, there's a bit of traffic though. I wonder if he's gonna regret not taking the option to overtake that McLaren when he did, because now he's gonna be stuck behind him through the S's. There's not much space for the McLaren to leave a gap for him to get through, despite the blue flags being waved, and this has held them both up. Both Aston Martin drivers and the Bentley driver. Wow, a random move to be making there. That's not a way to. Oh, and he's gone off. He's compromised, but he's rejoined. Slight. No, he didn't gain.
I wasn't there to maximize.
Sort of kept his foot in there.
It's all right. Whoa, inside.
There's been a crash.
I've been hit.
And there's a car on the inside. The other Aston Martin.
He's letting you through.
Oh, he has got through.
Oh, good man.
But he's done the right thing there and just sort of backed
off. Oh, and he's dead. He's hit the death curb.
On the inside the corner.
Unlucky. I mean, fair play to him for letting us back through.
So that's definitely.
Oh shit, that was a bit of a bummer.
I can't see that Aston Martin anymore.
That's good sportsmanship, but super unlucky that he hit that curb.
Look on the Twitch stream. Did he? Oh, he did. He lost it completely. Was that a punch? No.
Fuck me, I'm glad I went for that.
We got 1.8 seconds damage.
And that Aston Martin's out
repair it.
Out of this battle completely. But just from that back marker, the gaps opened quite a bit between the Bentley driver and the Aston Martin driver.
Had a fantastic race with these two guys. Really fantastic.
7 seconds gap, so Wace is right in the mood for winning this race.
Really fantastic.
You've gained a position there.
We did a little bit because there was
someone must have pitted
an odd one. There was a battle.
Stint is ending soon.
7th, I believe it was at the time, and there was a Aston Martin who just in the review just swiped to the left and hit the barrier. So I'm not too sure.
I think it's 10 minutes.
I would have thought.
Yeah, 9 minutes 38 seconds.
So aggressive.
Stint timer. And you've got 9 minutes 50 of fuel left.
Yeah.
Hellbrand saying hi in the chat.
You can take it right to the end of your stint.
We'll have another follow
somewhat.
RLM
if you need
Mark.
to.
Good evening, good afternoon, good
morning,
hello. Whichever time zone
4 more laps of fuel.
You may be in. Of course, we've got drivers from all around the world. 49 nationalities. No. Is it 49 nationalities?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, there's numbers I should know off by heart. It's actually 29. 29 nationalities out of 119 drivers. Brazil, Mexico, Spain, Austria, Norway.
All your inputs are working, aren't they? You're good to go.
Russia,
I'm good to go, yeah.
Poland, South Africa, Italy, Sweden, Ukraine, Mozambique, Hungary, America, Germany, Canada, Finland, Ireland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Czechoslovakia, Denmark, to name but a few. And
this is P16 and 17 in front, battling.
There is Scottish, English, Irish and Welsh drivers, so you could add those 4 nationalities as well.
As of now, it's 100 litres.
Far and wide.
Yeah, 95 to the end it says, and I think that's with a 5 litre buffer anyway, so 100 is good. Whoa, careful!
We're now going through
into oblivion, just watch your limits.
Oh!
That back marker lifted off, he wasn't expecting it.
And mega ping as well.
That was a big coming together there. I think that was Bykov. No, it wasn't.
Wow.
The Tangerine and Black car.
But we'll have it.
Yeah, it's another place.
Most of the race.
Car exiting the pits, careful.
X car. Ian Egan's up to 9th. He's going to have to pit soon.
Why am I 3 wide? Why am I 3 wide? Bugger off.
Horvath, he's back out.
What's this guy doing?
That was the car that was just.
No, they're not beside you, dude.
He was right behind me. He was telling me I was 3 wide.
Yeah, 3 wide.
The guy was coming out of the pits.
It's the guy that's coming out the pits. He went.
But this guy who I've just been
he didn't exactly lift.
He was supposed to back off.
It's going to get a bit mental at the moment as we try and figure out.
Thankfully, no tears. P5 is 7 seconds up the road, by the way.
Yeah. Motorsport team.
So should I take some fuel out?
No, leave as is.
No sign of that handover today in the Lexus. And as Bailey said, definitely looks like he's in the mood to win this race. 59 minutes, that's 2 hours in, Bailey. Can you believe that's gone so quick?
Clear left, what?
Only an hour left to go.
It's because you went under the bridge.
Yeah, that's what I was discussing with the guys, the viewers, when you went. It just
I'm worried about this Moraes guy with his super high ping.
how teams
Yeah.
will
I
take.
got
the 1
6
hour.
minutes
Obviously,
left.
With a team of 3,
6:40.
each driver will take basically.
Oh,
an hour
and the
to
server's
each,
dead.
Connection lost.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Give us
No idea.
Was everyone?
Everybody.
Still going.
Everybody.
Okay,
Exit.
Put an F.
Okay, quit. Man, we're P6. Well, if the race ends there. What was that dude's name? Cooksia.
Kuchi.
Balas.
Kuczi. In Polish, CZ is a ch.
Okay, what are they saying? If anyone needs to connect first, it's you, Chris. So let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, server's back up.
I can see that.
Anyway. Yeah. Server is back up.
Yes.
Okay, do not connect.
We'll have P5.
Tell us when we can connect, Chris.
Okay, I'm in the car.
All good. Okay, joining now.
What they're gonna do a...
Don't know.
How are they gonna fix that?
Don't know. Cooksy Balaz, I think is his name. I want to look him up. Don't even know what.
They should say people going to brief into
One person in there.
They could say go in there.
hello. As you can see, unfortunately,
It's a
we
B
have
Cooksy.
had
Cooksy.
a technical issue. The server has given up, basically, which has brought an end to the race with less than an hour to go, which is unbelievably frustrating for everyone. The drivers, ourselves, and I'm sure you guys at home as well. These things, as we were saying earlier, there's a big difference between sim racing and real life. There's different problems that we can have. RLM Mark, by the way, thank you for the follow. But yeah, the server completely crashed.
What's the plan?
Everyone
We all like a plan.
less than 59 minutes left to go.
Well, at least that clears our penalties.
We're just looking at what we can do. We're not going to be able to restart.
I'll drive
the race,
3,
obviously,
so I
with
can go
time
get 3 on my
difference.
own. Yes.